and gentlemen, and low lives. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown, the weekly show, El Metiche Monday on a Monday, bro.
Hey, go figure.
Unbelievable. Yes, we're here on a Monday. We're live for all you guys watching us on the YouTube channel. We've monetized that channel. We're doing monetization things.
Making monies.
Dude, we've raised money on that page already, dog. Yes, we've totally
Falling out of control,
money.
dude.
We need to chill out. I don't want to make too much money.
Shit.
Let's calm down. Brought to you by the wonderful people at Grasshopper for all your medicinal recreational cannabis needs.
What's up, Zach?
What's cracking? Make sure you pay them a visit. Make your card clack into 15% back. Amazing times. Tribal Streetwear, Theo Bobby, thank you for always having our back. I will be visiting them today. That's right, today. I'm going to go visit the little homie, Isaac Ruiz. Silk Cloud, pay them a visit the lower left. Go online at silkcloud.com. Put in Emo30 in the little message thing. Get 30% off. All of the things brought to you by 3 Punk Ales. 3 Punk Ales, 3 Punk Ales, 3 Punk Ales, 3 Punk Ales. All of the 3 Punk Ales things. Albert Aguirre, he ain't here, but I'm sure he'll be here soon because that fool like says he wants to be on the podcast, and then all of a sudden he'll just stop coming. Because I feel he says some things that he probably regrets saying.
Well,
these things happen. It happens. These things happen.
Yeah, that's what podcasts are good for.
If you're into getting canceled or watching people do that to their career, stay tuned. We have an awesome guest today. We have a great guest today sitting in on the show with us. We'll get to him in a second. Before we get to that, we'd also like to thank Ben Campos.
Ben Campos.
Ben Campos, for all of your printing needs. Hey, homie, we're in October, and I'm still waiting for August and September. And probably July. Let's get it. We need some of your merch donations so we can give back and raise some more money. Who else should we thank today, bro? I feel like today I'm a tour of thanking people. Member roll call. Angel, big ups. You've been doing it, Angel. You have been put in a position where you have to scroll everybody's name, and you've managed to pull it off. Look at that.
The man, the myth, the legend.
New one. There's another one. Big up to Royce. I just saw that we have a new member by the name of Royce. If it's the Royce, I think it is. He works with me at UPS.
The 5'9"?
Yeah, fool. We get Royce the 5'9". Big ups to Royce. Royce used to be in the beer game, and now he's in the UPS game because he's smart. There's no future in the beer game, Kiki. That's why I've been trying to... Dude,
that's what you want your boss to say.
I've been telling everybody, come work at UPS. And a couple of smart individuals actually reached out to me. A couple of them did. And guess what? They started working at UPS already, building up their seniority.
They're already on strike.
And they're ready to the next. They're on the name list for seniority to start driving. I'm telling you, Kiki, I love you at the brewery. You don't ever have to leave the brewery. But hey, there's an opportunity there too.
Yeah, it's just hard for me, dog, because I gotta.
Here we go.
Train.
Hey, man,
I gotta train and work out in the morning, and then
how's it hard for you?
Okay, how many fights did you say you were gonna give yourself?
I got 2 more.
2 more.
You're a fighter.
Yeah. We'll wait.
MMA.
We'll wait to bring you into UPS.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the cauliflower here.
There it is. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that beautiful voice that you are hearing right now is our guest on the cancel couch or local love couch. It all depends on which way he takes it today, Barry.
Sometimes it's like a second chance couch.
It's a second chance couch. And you know what? Marcos of P.O.D, DJ Marquitos, Marcos of all of the things, local South Bay guy, local Pinchy Southtown guy, all of the things. El compa Marcos Curiel.
I even got it on my hat.
What's up, dog? Look at that. Ooh, shit, fool. Hey, you got a lot of tattoos now, like on your head? Or did you just have hair last time I saw you?
No, I got these for,
They're new.
They're newer.
Yeah, very nice. Tell us a little bit who you are. What's going on?
Can I go back and rewind on the thank yous?
Handle.
Take it back.
You said Metiche.
Metiche Monday.
No, you didn't say Metiche.
He's been hanging out with me too long. That's
you went very Anglo on
Anglo?
it. I really liked it, dude. Because, when I'm on tour, it's like Marquez. Or is it... A lot of people don't even get it right. They just call me Carlos.
No.
And I'm like, damn, bro. But I heard you say Metiche Monday.
Metiche, well, probably because I was looking at Barry.
You should hear him say Little Italy.
Little Italy. Little Italy, dog.
It'll get stuck in your head.
Yes, Metiche or Metiche?
Metiche Monday, perro.
Yes,
Where you at, dog?
Oh, where's the boot? Where's the boot?
The little botita, look at that.
Look at that.
Oof,
damn,
oof,
dude.
right there. Look at that. It says Shams, and it's made of pinchy reptilian skin. What's up?
Skin of his enemies.
I can sip to that boot.
Boot.
Saludcita. Boot it up.
Sas. Thank you for cruising in today. This is your second time in here, Marcos.
Yes.
And I feel like the first time we just kind of, the first layer. We touched the first layer. So you're going to be joining us for the whole show today. But tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
Well, I grew up in San Diego. I grew up in South San Diego. I originally from 1 to 10, I grew up in Logan Heights, and then went to National City. My mom's like, "Yo, I'm gonna take us get out of the hood." Took me to a different hood, National City, and then I ended up in Chula Vista.
What's up then?
And I ended up living on K Street, and there was a K Street mob at the time, so
That's
it was
okay.
like another gang. So I was just like, you know what's funny, man? Like, my mom's trying to get me out of these different gangs, but they were just softer gangs. Went from Logan to National City to Chula Vista.
So Chula Vista was the softest in your opinion?
Pretty much.
And ladies and gentlemen, Marcos of P.O.D. calling Chula Vista soft.
But what I mean by that,
Go ahead.
it was because I knew a lot of the parents of the gangbangers. And when you know the parents of the gangbangers, it's like, oh, dude, you ain't a real gang. You got good parents.
You were in the PTA with them, or what's
You know
cracking,
what I'm
fool?
saying? No, dude. Nothing but respect. I love everybody, but that's how I grew up. I was actually on 94.9, and I was talking about how Logan was the hood, and we got an angry caller. How dare you call Logan the hood? And I'm like, what? I grew up there, National Avenue, next to Corona Furniture.
What's
Why
up?
you tripping?
And what'd they say?
And the girl was just canceling me then.
She was like, I'm trying to open a fruiteria. I'm trying to bring frozen yogurt.
all organic.
I'm bringing
gluten-free.
healthy. I'm bringing healthy options to the barrio. That place never opened. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you how the Titanic ends, bro.
It did, but now it has just nothing but piñatas.
Pinatas. Nice, bro. Pinatas. All right.
Pinatas.
We're trying to
Can
relate
everybody
to the
do their
British.
best like Anglo accent? Let me see.
Hey, I'm just.
I'll try
playing
my
to the
best.
part, bro. I'm just playing
No,
to
but
the
you can do
part.
an exaggerated version.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Say, wait,
And there, see, that was pretty good.
Marcos, you just got back from playing.
What's up, bro?
What's cracking? You just got back from the
Just-
fucking road or what?
You look like you caught some rays, bro.
Hey, bro, just kicking ass, bro. You know, hell yeah.
Vibing.
No, you know what? P.O.D. just dropped a new song about a week, 2 weeks. It's called Drop. It features Randy Blythe, lead singer for Lamb of God.
Oh, shit.
And yes, it's we had a little something to say, something to prove with this record because, as a band we've always been into the punk and the heavier side of things, and we were like, we got nothing to prove anymore. We're P.O.D.
What's up?
We've been on the radio, we've been Grammy nominated, we've done all that. Now it's just time to tap in and do what we want.
Hell yeah.
And we built a friendship with Randy on a cruise line called Shiprocked.
Oh, okay.
And we became friends, and we didn't realize that we had a lot of parallels. We had HR from Bad Brains was actually on the ship with us, and HR, if you do your research, has been a friend of P.O.D. for many, many years. On Satellite, he did a song with us called Without Jaw.
Without Jaw, we got nothing.
Yeah, and that's because that influenced us. And the thing is, a lot of these fans that watched us on MTV, we wanted them to know that we go deeper than that. We're not just all about being on the radio. Like, we're about the stuff that influenced us. He's still a friend of ours till this day. Randy has built a friendship with HR throughout the years. So once we realized that we had some parallels there and we were hanging out, next thing you know, he's a great photographer. We're jamming on stage in front of at the beach on an island, and Randy's actually taking photos of our band. And when I'm like, dude, there's the singer from Lamb of God shooting our band live, taking photos. Next thing you know, we had a lot of things in common, the Smiths, Joy Division, and all this other stuff. And we just started vibing out, started going to dinner, built a friendship throughout the years. Next thing you know, he's on the new P.O.D. track
Look at that.
called Drop, dude.
It could happen to you, Barry. All you got to do is just randomly show up at a beach and take video of them doing their thing.
Noted.
And then Barry will be on stage
Righteous,
singing.
bro.
Doing righteous.
Dude, I'm always at the beach.
I don't think Marcos likes you, fool.
I love him, dude.
I don't think Marcos likes
Here's
you.
a cancel quote. He makes my property value go up.
You're looking at the wrong kind of white guy. You're looking at the wrong white guy.
Gotta keep it down.
He grew up in the hood with us.
This is a white guy from Chula Vista.
I'm
fool.
firing my gun out the window just to
I
keep
love
it
that,
down.
though.
Check it
You know
out,
what's
dog. He's
messed
got
up?
his bottle of chamoy with him. That's not
Yeah,
white.
this fool travels with
yeah, I
your
stay
boys,
strapped.
dog.
Is your wife Latina?
Yeah.
Of course.
There it is. Hey, man, he's
Of course.
smart. He knows what's going on.
He
I'm excited
likes
that you're here, fool. I'm excited.
I'm
that
excited
you're
to be here. You know what, dude? I love what you got going on. You guys got going on here. It's all heart and soul and culture, and it's a beautiful thing. That's why I love being a part.
Look at you.
And Steve, like, you're a freaking good soul, man. So
shit.
thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely,
I
bro.
don't
What you-
care what the other breweries say about you.
I don't care what anybody.
You know.
I mean, you only called me 5 times. Hey, dog, get me on. I got to promote P.O.D. And I was like, I got you, Carlos. Kiki, let's get over 3 punk ales before Marcos over here throws an old fashioned at me.
Wow. Did you see how he... Hey, those are the true signs of a narcissist.
That's going.
So,
Hey, you just set me up. I had to knock it out of the park, bro. What's going on, Kiki? What's going on at 3 Punk, fool?
Well, this week we're not brewing.
All right.
We're pushing it back. We're crashing the session next week, so it'll be out in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's lovely.
Crashing the session. What does that mean?
You fucking cool it down. You add the CO2, carb it up, get it all ready for the weekend to come.
Yeah.
Are you a master brewer?
Beer words, man.
Huh?
Are you the brewer?
No. I was just the sales guy that I'm starting to pick everything up because I
Yeah.
always bug
If you
Kevin's
hang around the
head.
brewery long enough, Marcos, you'll learn everything, fool. You just
Soak
become
it in.
a
Hey,
brewery
every
bum.
time I've gone there, before they did the noise cancellation,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
I
was
spun
bullshit.
there. Thank you. It was fun. Everybody that goes there is just like a family, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody's super chill.
Legit. And
The bartenders are super cool.
we pride ourselves on that.
Is
man.
Glasses still there?
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah.
I love Glasses, man. And you know,
I'm sure he'll touch himself after he hears that.
His ears perked up right now.
I want you guys to know though, man, that it's natural
Go ahead.
and that's okay.
no pasa nada.
It's healthy for you.
It
It is. It releases a lot of things.
Don't make it a negative thing. Glasses, go right ahead.
Do your thing.
Wait. Say that with your deep voice.
Glasses, go right ahead.
We got to make a P.O.D. beer eventually, man.
I love
Or DJ Marquitos beer. Oh, no. We lost him. We lost him, fool.
He's gone to a dark place.
It's like
Quiten el trago, perro.
it's like that old like European like Spaniard that's like, I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marcos is off the rails.
Nah, man.
Esteban,
He's just
you
giving
know
the people
I
what they want.
love
Hell
Emo
yeah.
Brown.
He does.
It's like
my
that
God.
Howard Stern movie where he's talking into the speaker.
It reminds me of the guy on social media, the fucking dude, half of his hair gone, wears glasses, always rolling up in like fucking roller skates, saying crazy ass pickup
yes.
lines, and then he ends it with the.
Yes, he's got a mullet.
Okay, we've lost both of them.
Cancel Couch is officially alive and active, boy.
I want to see
Welcome to
Steve
Kansas.
with the Peso Pluma haircut, dude.
I could do that. My youngest kid has the Peso Pluma hair, but mine is too short.
If you grow that like
Dude, Pete
Latino
sings
mullet.
that.
Okay, because look, if I
See,
do
I had
it,
the Latino frolet growing up. you
I
know,
kind of
'cause
have it. Look, I could just let this shit kind of keep growing,
Just let the back
and then
grow.
just let everything grow.
Then you'd be real emo.
What's up with this shirt, though?
I like that. Thanks for giving me one.
What's up? I got you, bro. We'll
tight,
take
homie.
care of you right now.
Appreciate
Got you right
you.
now. Kiki, what else is going on at the brewery?
Okay, we actually have a date set, October 18th,
What's
6
going on?
p.m.
For what?
Halloween paint and sip.
Halloween
Hell
paint and sip.
yeah.
October
You were
18th
teasing us
at
last week.
6
Yeah.
p.m.
What is that?
Yeah.
It's just so we have a friend. She's an artist, so you're just gonna be able to hang around. They're gonna set up in the deck area. She's gonna give you the all the utility, the fucking shit you need to paint, and she's gonna guide you painting whatever she decides to do that day. So, but it's gonna be Halloween themed and everything like that.
You won't be able to paint a pumpkin or anything like that?
No, Camille did that last week.
Okay.
Camille,
She kind of went rogue and just did it.
She kind of
Yeah.
went rogue. She I didn't know she brought it up. She bought pumpkins and everything, posted it up.
That's dope.
But this one, from what I know, it's gonna be a canvas.
Okay.
It might be she might change it up.
People
too.
like that kind of shit, huh?
Yeah, they love it.
I was against all of that. When we first opened the brewery, my vision was not to have anything like that. But then I realized, bro, we're from fucking Chula Vista. This is where our homes are. This is where our families are raised. This is where we're from. We're very communal, so it's like we have to fucking do these things.
People need shit to do.
So now we have a fucking what is the pinchy true crime trivia
crime
night?
trivia.
We got that coming up this week too, I think, right?
Yes,
or am I tripping?
Wednesday. No, yeah, it's
is it this Wednesday?
This Wednesday.
So what day is that?
The 11th.
October 11th, this Wednesday, True Crime Trivia with all of your favorite trivia girls. They're all going to be there. The Renette. I think Erica the Breaker is on there too. Get there early, do your thing. We got the paint and sip, bro. That shit's coming on. Tuesdays at Little Italy. We have a Bring Your Record and we'll play it for you. That's right, Marquitos.
Yeah, come this Tuesday, I'm bringing AFI.
Is this the
Bringing
Tuesday
All
you're doing?
Hallows EP.
You're doing it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Then I'll be there with you.
You like
I will
AFI?
be there.
I love AFI.
Tell me a little something about AFI. What do you know? What's going on? You ever
That was like a, you
I
shouldn't.
know.
You really shouldn't.
Go ahead.
I mean, old AFI is way better than new AFI.
Tell me about
for
Davey
sure.
Havoc, dog. What happened?
I have a few stories, but I plead the fifth.
Damn, fool. So wait, we're okay?
They're not my stories.
Hey,
they're
nobody's
stories
listening.
that
Go
I've
ahead.
heard of, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Really? Stick around for after the podcast where we'll go ahead and keep the mics rolling and Marquito's going to tell
I don't know
us
if
everything.
it's true because I wasn't there.
Yep.
That's
All
true.
hearsay, but you know.
There it is, bro. Look at you. What else is going on, Kiki?
At the moment, man, that's all we have for now. We've restocked on all the cans though. Sock
Yes.
Check, Oktoberfest, Don
Dude, I want to. Oh, you know what? I want a Don Fanucci.
That sock check was delicioso.
Muy delicioso, no? I'm gonna have this Don Fanucci. Oof, bro, this fucking beer is tasty, dog. Every fucking Monday I come in here saying I'm not gonna drink a lot. I have an old fashioned that Paul made. I have a mezcal that firme, always firme, always respected, always firme.
That's a fear mask.
And now I'm fucking having a nice Don Fanucci, bro.
Fanucci.
Kiki, if you're all done,
Yes, sir.
I need your ass at the brewery, bro.
I'm
I need
out
you to figure out what's going on with our tanks. I need you guys to get that up and running. Go ahead and hand the mic over to Angel because I want Angel to be on mic today.
Later,
See you
sir.
later, brother. Everything you heard here, you got to keep it to yourself. Remember that.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Kiki.
Remember. Snitches get stitches. Hey, my son tried to wear socks like that the other day to the baseball game. Like he was just a spectator watching his brothers play. And I was like, nah, bro. And then I
That's
see
Kiki
you wearing
territory.
you're on some Kiki style over there. We don't want that
Dude,
shit.
Kiki and Caesar
What
battle for
kind of sock
fanciest
game we
socks.
got going right now? Let me
Oh, we're
see.
getting sock checks.
Sock check.
Ankle socks.
I got billiards, bro. Look at billiards on my
What do
sock.
I got?
Nice balls.
Hey,
Tribal.
Bobby, bro.
Hey.
Shit. All right.
Hold up.
Look at that. The Bobby socks, bro.
Angel, hold
There
up
it
your leg.
is. Look at you. But you know what? No,
Yo,
no,
Bobby socks.
I got my Bobby socks.
I like that.
I got my tribal hat, so you always know I'm down, fool. You got a tribal tattoo?
Yeah, right there.
See? Fuck, I got mine right here, too. See, we're all part of the same gang, fool. Hey, Theo Bobby
That's
created
like
a
an
gang.
OG tribal tattoo right there, too.
I got it at 2013 Dudutan in Philippines.
Say that again.
What a dude. What?
Dudutan. It's like
Doodoo Brown.
It means like tattoo fest, I guess, in Tagalog.
Yeah, he was just
Cool, I
there.
like that.
Yeah, they just did
They
another
just
one.
did
but
it.
P.O.D. had played there, and the tattoo artist Big Tiny, he did it on me for free.
Hell yeah.
Right above my Mario.
Nah. Let me see. Ese wait, Mario.
Mario, Pac-Man.
Look at you.
That's
You're a
good guy. Tattoo for everything.
You're a walking 80s guy, fool. You were in that video game with Adam Sandler, bro, and the little person.
Pixels.
That one, yeah. My
How
kids
have you
love
seen
it.
Pixels, but you've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas?
Dude, I have kids, and they watch when
Your
they're
kids
like
should
me.
watch Nightmare Before
They
Christmas.
have. I fall asleep, bro. It's not for a lack of trying. It's not.
That's
for
me
a
in
lack of trying.
Fantasia. I've never
Yeah?
made it through Fantasia. You could turn that on right now. I'd fall asleep.
Neta, I don't know what
someone's knocking on the door.
is.
It's that Mickey Mouse one with all the music.
Paul, can you grab that door, please? You're a door guy. Así es el pedo. This is the dynamic. This is how we get down every Monday now. We've been away for a minute, but let's get back into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do our thing. We got Backyard Boogie coming on, bro. Backyard Boogie is this Saturday. So this Saturday, cruise on down. Meet us at 8:30 at 3 Punk Ales. 3 Punk Ales, bring your bicycle. We will be bicycling from 3 Punk Ales, Chula Vista, down here to the warehouse, where Lolitas has been gracious enough to donate a plethora of breakfast burritos.
I'm so excited.
Chorizo, breakfast burritos, all of the burritos. They will be here. I believe we have a coffee sponsor who's donating some coffee. We got donuts, and we got BFF Gus's wife is baking a birthday cake.
Yeah. For whom?
Supervisor, chairman of the board, Nora Vargas.
Get out of here.
But more importantly, my mother. My mother's
yeah.
birthday is the same. She got butter with me. She's like, Mijo, ese es mi cumpleaños. And I was like, I get you, mom. But
What day?
It's the same day, October 14th. Cruise down, bro. Do you have a bike yet?
I do.
Meet me at the brewery on Saturday.
I don't have gears. You guys like go all the
Bro,
way to
it's
the other
fucking
side of
3rd
town.
Avenue to
Most of us
Broadway.
ride little BMXs
Okay.
when we ride.
Dude.
And I got 8 bars, like 14 inch.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Look it.
I rode
From
a
the
tandem
brewery.
bike once.
You know where the brewery's at, right?
No, I've never been there.
And I think we've 86 you once or twice from there. Look it. From the
shit.
brewery
86.
to here.
That's a new song.
Is it really?
No, I'm just kidding.
It should
It
be.
is now.
It should be, bro.
I'd be down what day? On the 14th?
on
at what
Saturday.
time?
Saturday, 8:30 in the morning. And then we're cruising here, hanging out, woo woo.
So that's next weekend.
That's a Saturday.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and then there'll be the other. So,
Maybe.
yeah, I'm
Maybe.
telling you, cruise on down.
Is it kid friendly? Can I bring my
Absolutely.
son? All right,
Absolutely. No Chelsea fans. Music, food, brew, and new merch. New merch, you ask, like this killer new sweater, this crew neck, tú sabes.
You look
It's
fly.
for a white guy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Your
The
cat
angle
bites
thing
out,
is sticking a
bro.
little too
There's
hard.
no
I gotta
colors,
stop.
man. you're canceled. There's no such thing as a white guy anymore.
Oh, there is. I have a story about a mayo eating contest.
They're out there.
There's definitely a white guy inside of Barry.
But that's like we were talking about. That's a different level. That's like alt white. That's like,
alt white as fuck, bro. Join us for the Backyard Boogie October 14th from 9 to 12 p.m. Bike ride at 3 Punk Ales from 8:30 in the morning to headquarters right here. Free for members, $10 for non-members. Celebrating Nora Vargas' birthday and my mother's. Do not miss out. Music, food, brew, new merge. Only at the Emo Brown Foundation headquarters. Look at us. 689 Marsart Court. It's a quiet little area where we're at, man. It's
sometimes
it's bumping.
Sometimes people just walk the fuck in.
Yeah, dude. We had a homeless lady, an unsheltered lady come in.
There's somebody sitting out front.
Oh,
though.
that's our security guard.
Yeah, that's Ed.
He's
Oh,
cool.
he's a security
Yeah.
guard?
He's on a sick one, bro. But he's
He's
there.
already pedas out there.
Look, he'll beat you at Mario Kart.
Because think about it. Think about
yeah,
it.
I'm
Fool.
not that good at Mario Kart.
There's a guy just
Donkey
hanging
Kong.
out. Just a guy hanging out just outside of the fucking headquarters, just chilling. Nobody's gonna want to break
Coach,
in.
you made a hell of an old fashioned, bro.
These are not bad old fashioned. So good. I'm gonna ask you to make some more. Please.
One of my faves. Yeah.
See you guys on Saturday.
See you on Saturday.
See you on
My
Saturday.
bike is currently being worked on.
Well, what kind of breakfast burritos are? That's kind of the
Pues, have you been to Lolita's?
yep.
Okay, then you know exactly what kind of
Where they have
burritos.
the
Probably the
best
bacon and egg?
They have the best excuse on why their food takes so long.
Because patience is the essence of fine Mexican food.
That's a bunch of BS.
Get it for me.
I like Mexican food. I like their food, but that's just an excuse to make your food like take time to make. You're like, oh, dude, I waited one time 40 minutes for my burrito. And then I go, this is why they have
Were they
that.
just calling Carlos the whole
Hey,
time?
Angel, on post production, this is what I want you to do. Right now that Kiki left, I want you to put a little graphic next to Marcos. And I want that graphic to say the cancel couch counter. And anytime he says something that is just outlandish, like Lolita's is garbage, like he just
I
said.
never said it was.
That's horrible.
That's a Cesar Torres take.
We're going to have a little, una pinche rayita. Sas.
No, dude,
All
I
right?
never said that. Dude.
Where are we at now?
I just don't like my freaking
There you go.
We're just gonna put
salsa
little
fresca
jalapeno peppers up there for
tasting like fabuloso, homie.
There it is, bro. Three marquitas right there. Boom.
Snaps.
Look at right there. Sas. One more.
I'm like sitting there going, damn, man, they clean the freaking counter when they put my burrito on there. But damn,
bro.
it tastes like
God
fabuloso.
damn
It's
it,
all
bro.
good.
This pro is brought to you by the wonderful people at Lolita's. Thank you very much, Georgie
I'm just
Farfan, for
kidding. I
all
love
you
Lolita's,
do.
man.
We love you.
I think I
really
prefer
do.
burros and fries, though, dude.
Never been there. I've been told. I've been told to go there.
That's
and
one
I
on
think-
Telegraph.
Okay, so let's.
Well, here's the thing,
That
though.
used to be
Burros
El
and fries
Mexicano.
is the son from Cotijas.
Okay.
So he started his own little business, and
Okay.
it actually started in Tijuana.
Breaking
first.
news, bro. They're all related.
Yeah, they all.
They all are related.
Aldo
bro.
Bertos, Robertos,
Albertos, Humbertos.
They're just getting a tax break, homie.
Damn fool. Put another little mark on him right there. Cancel. All the white jokes that he did about Barry, sas, just add 3 more right now. Foom, foom, foom. Go ahead.
Wait, but wait. What's white, though?
Yeah.
See? What are you talking about?
If it ain't white, it's Wong. All right? Damn, put one on me.
White is
What is going on?
He's on my wife's white,
Jesus
bro.
Christ, bro. See you on Saturday. 3 Punk Ales done. Dropping midweek. This is what I was talking about. So last week, I was out of town. We took the family to the desert. So I came back. We didn't do a show until Thursday. And I noticed something. When we drop shows on Thursday, we dropped it on Friday.
Palm Springs?
Yeah.
I saw your little
Yeah, bro.
cocktail shot.
I love just hanging out there, doing nothing.
so hot
reading.
there, though,
It's
man.
beautiful, dog. Sometimes you got to sweat out the sin.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't be scared, dog. Sweat out
Sometimes
the
you gotta
sin.
sweat the sin in.
That's why they have misters at the pool.
And misses, if you like. What?
What do you got? What?
It's so hot, you got to sit in your cabana like mister right there.
Perdón, perro. I don't have a cabana, dog. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I'm
That
sorry.
must just be me, sorry.
That is you, rock star status, bro.
No, it's just-
We drop episodes on non-Mondays, and they don't get any attention. So I was like, you know what? Let's do a recap of what we did on Thursday. Because there was some nuggets.
There was
that we
some
dropped.
bangers in that
We
one.
dropped some nuggets, and you got to create a reel of the people who came in and did videos for us saying exactly like what the scariest move that we. So we got to drop a reel about that. But I wanted to also kind of like do a recap. I didn't remember the name of the movies that were recommended by the homies at the Who Goes There podcast who are coming in next week to go over the scariest movies. So pay attention, guys. These are the movies you need to watch so you'll know what's cracking. The Martyrs. The Wailing, which I watched.
Yes,
Great
you did.
fucking movie. Great movie. I read a book apparently because it's in Korean. And when I was reading the subtitles, I was like, geez, bro. So I read a whole book, that movie, and it was like 2.5 hours long, right?
So you're a subs, not dubs guy?
What does that mean? Do it again.
So that's in the anime world. This is some nerdy shit.
Go ahead.
Subtitles. Dubs is overdubs.
Oh, no. I want to hear it in the native tongue, bro. I want to hear
Do they have a dub? Because they're usually so
Have you seen the Spanish freaking Chucky?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
That
scary.
was going viral. He's all,
They're so much better.
yeah, that's a good one, dude. That one went viral. I was like, that's beautiful.
I love them shits in Spanish, dude.
Right. We learned a lot about Steve right now.
A dark song.
It's not Chucky, it's Choki.
Funny Games, released in 1997. Terrified, an Argentinian flick, otherwise known as Aterrados. These are the 5 movies that we're going to discuss, and these are the 5 movies that they said.
You sound like a lot of reading.
Who's they, though?
Who Goes Their podcast?
The professionals.
They're an actual podcast that is focused strictly on horror shit.
Okay.
Horror and gore, bro. Big fans of P.O.D. They always tell me.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, no, neta, al 100%. And super gory, super horror shit. And they're like, dude, we're going to get a lot of flack because... he's a white guy. We're going to get a lot of flack.
Come on, bro.
Because...
Is this your accent right now?
Yeah.
Awesome,
I'm in it.
You have to look up to do it, though.
Bro, it's like... We're going to get a lot of pushback because these aren't like, traditionally the most scariest movies that are out there, but these are legit scary movies.
Now he's Italian.
And the scares, and I was like, damn, all right. So I watched the first one. It was scary, bro. The wailing was scary. I have the martyrs linked up.
What made it scary, though?
I don't want to ruin it for you, but the story in itself was
Because
good.
there's suspense and then there's story.
Not really suspense. It was, it was dealing with satanic meanings, stories, religion. It was foreign, which already is fucking scary.
You
as
have
fuck.
to believe in that stuff for it to make you scared.
Agreed.
Sometimes
So
it
there's
makes
a lot
you
of
believe
people.
in it.
Well, see, that's the thing. There's a lot of people out there that are like, that's corny and whack because I don't believe in it. They're atheists. You see what I'm saying? So if you believe in that, like what with a lot of our culture, the Chicano culture, the Hispanic culture, Latino, we believe in that. Like we could see Mary in a freaking grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, for sure.
And be like, oh my God, it's
Build
a
an
sign.
altar. Build
you know
an
what I
altar.
mean?
Natar.
The thing is I've noticed that there's people that are insensitive because they don't really believe in that stuff.
What's the scariest movie you ever saw, Marcos?
Well, as a kid growing up, I was 6 years old. My parents were actually still together. They were watching The Exorcist.
Oof.
And I was asleep on the couch, pretending to be asleep. Mm-hmm. I was watching it the whole time.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So when they
That's your favorite part of the movie, isn't it?
So when the movie ended, I acted like I was sleeping. My dad comes and grabs me to go put me in my bed. And as he's taking me to the dark room to put me in my bed, I start crying and I start freaking out. He's like, "What's wrong? I don't want to sleep here by myself." Like, why? You watch the movie.
Oh, man.
And I was like, yeah. So that scarred me for about a week.
We're from a different era, Marcos. We're from a different era where we were put in situations where we saw shit that wouldn't fly right now. And the general consensus is a lot of people watch The Exorcist when they were under 10 years old, fool.
Oh, yeah.
I would never show my kids that shit, man. They can't hang.
It traumatized me till this day.
Yeah?
And later on, when I was a teenager, I woke up in the middle of the night. My mom, I forget what her deal was, but it was on late, and either she was already in bed, and the TV was on in the living room, and one of the networks was playing it, with commercials and stuff.
Yeah.
I happened to wake up out of my sleep, and she's right there, crawling down like a spider.
Yeah.
In the
That's the
stairs.
scariest part.
And I go,
She's upside down. Goes,
yeah, she's crawling down the staircase, and I open my eyes. I was like, how do I wake up to this thing on the TV? It was just freaked me out. It took me back to my childhood. And I was like, this is horrible. But, you got I like a lot of horror. A lot of it's cheesy. There's
Horrors,
There's
not horrors.
Both.
Put another line. Put another line next to him, please.
Hey, that's Chicanx, homie. Not
Chicanx,
Ebonics,
perro.
Chicanx, all right, perro? But for reals, though, man, like, right now, I really like what James Wan is doing.
Ooh, go ahead.
You guys know who James Wan is?
I do not.
the not the ring.
He did all the Conjurings, the
Conjuring.
Annabelles.
Oh, shit, okay.
The Nuns. Is it Get Out?
No.
Lights Out.
Okay.
Like, I like his approach to horror movies.
I gotta watch all of those. All those movies that just fucking rattled off.
See,
Never seen them.
The movies that you're talking about, it's like spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up in a religious home. I've had some really dark spiritual encounters.
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
I've actually seen an actual possessed person on a Tuesday night because in my household, you had to go to church. My mom's like, you live in this house, you're going to church. Uh-huh. And, being respectful to your jefita, you're like, you know what, I'm going to go to church. Well, we were at church. There was like maybe 20 people there on a Tuesday night. It was on La Mesa. If you ever go, the 94 and the 125 merge into each other. There's La Mesa right there. There's a church
right next to Pacers.
Well, no. Pacers is on the other side.
But right, I'm in the general area.
Kind of church.
That's way over off Rosecrans.
No, fool, there's one under the bridge.
No, that's Little Darling.
As a setup, you failed. You fucking failed.
Another check.
Okay, so there's a church right there that has like kind of like a pointy little window. I don't know if you look on the left when you're going east. That church right there. We were sitting there, always bored because I had to be forced to go to church.
Sure.
And they go, if you need prayer, everybody stand in line. We're going to bless you and pray for you. Well, there was this lady. She had a little ponytail, and she was a sister, and she started like crying a lot. And we were just sitting in the pew, kind of like right there waiting for this to be over so I could go home. And she starts bawling, and next thing I know, she starts to foam from her mouth.
No manches.
And there was no TV or nothing. This was like a real, and she's like, I need help me. And the guy's like, what's wrong? She's all, something, like a movie, something's on me. So he prays for her, and she starts to foam, her eyes rolling back in her head. And I'm sitting to me and my sister, and then he goes, if you're not right with the Lord, all kids and people that aren't right with God need to leave this room right now.
Why? What happens, fool?
Because supposedly the spirit that's in that person can jump into somebody who's not blessed with the Holy Spirit.
God
But what if you think you're right and you find out you're not?
Yeah, you maybe not. I don't know. So long story short, they get the kids out. I'm being tenacious. I'm sitting there going, well, what the hell?
I saw The Exorcist. I know what's up.
I end up going and I peek my head in, and it's the back door, and they're praying, and the whole church, like people that are in there, like 20, 30 people are praying this lady, and she's on the ground convulsing, but her whole body is slithering like a snake.
Mom is way.
And her neck's back and her eyes, and she's foaming out of her mouth. And I'll never lose that image in my brain. And that's when I realized, like, dude, like, what I saw is what I've seen in these movies now. And every time, like, I don't know if you guys have seen, like, Kat Von D's actually got baptized recently.
That was recently, right?
And she's gone on record saying that she used to deal, like, I guess supposedly was into, like, Wicca, like, like pagan stuff and
Witchcraft.
Like black witchcraft. Now that she has a child, she realized how, like, real all this stuff was. So she converted. And I learned at a young age, like, that you don't mess with that stuff. You read the Motley Crue book, Nikki Sixx talks about it. Shout out the devil. He was studying all that dark shit. And he ended up saying, dude, I don't mess with that. So for me, it's the same thing. I don't mock it, but I don't mess with it. So when I see some of these movies, if you believe in that sort of thing, that's when you get scared.
Okay.
So when you watch The Conjuring, it's funny because I'll watch like those movies and they're talking about Jesus, respect and all that. And you sit there and go, whoa, all these people mock Christianity and everything. Yeah, but dude, that's like the savior in those demonic movies. Like that makes the demons trip the hell out. And then if you go way back and you study all that stuff, Lucifer was the angel of light in music. So he wanted to be God. So God said, anybody, you're not going to take my place. So he cast them out of hell. So now he's the ruler of the earth. It goes deep, bro. So when you watch those horror movies that they're saying are scary, and it's
all right. Go ahead and take and remove one little line from him, or just remove one little fucking cancel line. He's done good. He's working his way back. He's earning it back, baby.
What was the cancel line?
No. You didn't. You're removing it. You're dropping knowledge right now. We're going to erase one.
No, yeah. No, but see, I grew up in all that, and when I saw that firsthand, it just never left me. So it's a scary thing, and.
So you don't fuck with that, basically.
Well, no, but it gets glamour. What's the word? Glamorized?
It gets glorified.
Glorified.
That's the name of any more hardcore band. Hey guys, my name is El Champs, and we are glorified.
Glorified, like a 311 new metal band.
It gets glorified, and everyone's like, yeah, Satan and everything, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but then I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, nah, dude, I don't get it, because you know what? That's completely. Everything to do with darkness, when someone's possessed or you hear all those movies, it smells like rotten stuff, and it's dark. Like who really wants to deal with that? Nobody does.
I'm a big weenie, bro. These things scare me. Like legitimately, monsters and those kinds of things that you see don't scare me. But like my one of the scariest movies I ever watched is the Blair Witch Project because you don't see it. It's your imagination. It's whatever you think is scary and it gets you.
Yep.
For me, the movie that best portrays what you're talking about, like I don't believe it, so it's not real, is that movie Skeleton Key, bro. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Skeleton Key.
You've seen so many random movies.
I do. I watch them.
Nobody else has seen.
So the Skeleton Key is about. I think they're in New Orleans and they're going into all this old voodoo like folklore and shit. And it's like the girl's like, I don't believe in this shit. And it doesn't matter if you believe in it, it's gonna get you. And it's like it jumped. The demonic possession would jump from person to person to person and would always live.
Well, look, if you're gonna be educated and smart, I don't care what you call it. There's other entities out there. Some people call it ghost. Some people call it negative energy. Some people call it bad spirits. We're all talking the same demons, angels. We're all talking the same thing. It just has a different name, and he
just calls himself Frank usually.
Yeah,
I just get to a place where I'm like sitting there going, I don't mess with that because you know what? At the same time, like I've been messed around with when it comes to the dark spiritual stuff. You know what I mean?
Have you ever used a Ouija board?
I haven't because I don't. Have you watched Conjuring 2?
Yeah.
Remember, they say that's a gateway.
Is it really?
That actually opens up spirits to attach themselves to you. What's crazy, I did want to go to the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine Warren is what these movies are all about.
With that museum.
They were demonologists. They collected all the things that these spirits attached themselves. And Annabelle, if you look in the movie, she looks pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It's actually a Raggedy Ann doll. If you look it up online, it's a Raggedy Ann doll that was possessed. And if you look at their museum, it's actually locked up. It says, do not touch.
Neta.
Yeah, so it's pretty scary stuff. You're like,
I've heard stuff
but
in that
we all
museum moves around too. Like,
Bro, that scares the shit out of my balls. Why you doing this, fool?
well, this is what we're talking about. I love this stuff, but I respect it.
Ahí está la pinche
I was going to go to the museum, but I was like, what if I bump into
look at our producer over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Bringing us images and shit.
Oh my God.
Look at this guy.
That's legit?
That's Annabelle, right?
Yeah, okay.
Terrifying.
It's on the Wikipedia.
That's her, but when you see the movie, they had to make it look all scary. That's the real Annabelle doll.
Jesus
The
Christ,
story's
bro.
based on her. But Conjuring 2, it's about a family in England where the kid's actually playing with the homemade Ouija board. And then this spirit attaches itself to the girl. And she starts speaking like a 70-year-old man.
Bro, it fucking...
There's a movie called Ouija that's the same thing. It's
Dude,
like,
it makes me regret playing with the Ouija board when I was little. And nobody in my family believes this, but this fucking happened, dog. My sister and I were playing the Ouija board, and we were little, and it was in the other house.
It's a gateway, dude.
When we lived in Bonita, bro. All right, we were in Bonita, and then, like, it's built on old canyon. So God knows what the fuck was out there, dog. The College Estates, Bonita Long Canyon, out there. So you're in the middle of the pinche Sierrito. Playing the Ouija board, asking questions. Is this house possessed? Does somebody live here?
does Sally like me?
You know, some shit. Yeah, Dad, am I gonna kiss this girl? You know, like I'm in sixth grade. I'm like in sixth grade and shit. And my sister and we all got freaked out because they started talking to us and said there's a guy named Henry that lived in the house.
That was my imaginary.
You know, and so I said, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm gonna throw this shit out.
Yeah.
I threw it out, dog. And that next morning, it was on top of my feet on my bed.
No way.
Yeah. And nobody believes me.
No.
And my sister said, I never did that. And I was like, well, somebody fucking did it because they brought it back and they put it on my foot.
Your sister's a little trickster, though.
But
She is.
yeah, it could be. She could be like, oh, I did it. But
I know
the
when your
truth
sister's
is those types of things is what I'm talking about. I've had personal other issues, like other stories for me personally.
A ver,
where
cuenta, caballito.
I was at my cousin's house out in Otay, and one night, you know, I was sleeping in his room, and he was in the bed, and I was sleeping on the floor with a pillow. And I ended up waking up because I felt something pulling my legs. So I was like, what the hell? And so I freaked out. Hey, something's pulling me. My cousin jumps up. My legs were getting pulled into the bathroom. My body was halfway in the bathroom with the pillow over here.
That's real.
And I was like, what the hell? And dude, I'll never forget that because I was like, whoa, I was sleeping over there.
Yeah.
What the hell's my body doing over here by the bathroom? So when you get stuff like that in your personal life, you're like, this is something's up, something's wrong. Like this is not cool. So, you know, that's why I do have faith. I'm not the perfect so-called faithful, like
Cancel.
religious person, but because there's a lot of negative that comes with that.
Yeah.
You're a rock star, fool.
No, but personal faith is personal.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what you believe. Mr. Carlos Santana brought something to light. I'm not trying to name drop, but he's been a mentor of mine for many years. He said, look at a chandelier. He goes, I believe in Jesus, but I got he goes, they gave up on me because I don't just look at that only. So look at a chandelier that's hanging from the ceiling, all the beautiful crystals. You got the beautiful light in the middle. As human beings around the world, we're all trying to tap into that light and get to that next place, right? So whether you're Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, everyone's trying to reach the same place. The problem is we got war because everyone's saying, no, my way's right.
Yeah.
Yours is wrong. Screw you. What's happening around the world has been happening for years because everyone's pride. Anyways, that's all.
No, I feel you what you're saying. And I was going to mention, you're a rock star. And the old adage that I always heard growing up is like, oh, selling your soul to the devil, doing this to unlock the next level of like, being a musician. Being on the road and all that, are those kinds of stories, like, is there any sort of legitimacy to that? Have you ever encountered, like, oh, man, I know this cat coming up in the game right now and he's blowing up and everyone's, buying his album, selling out his shows. Oh, it's because that fool tiene un pinche trato con el diablo. Oh, porque es un pacto. Oh, because this.
They'll say they're on the Illuminati and stuff.
Some shit.
Well, that all comes into play. Can you say that aliens are real or not?
Yes, I can.
Okay. But that's your truth.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
No, but I wouldn't put it past. There's a lot of people that are ignorant, like, oh, hell no, we're the only people. I'm like, dude, stop. Bottom line, it's the same kind of thing. It's the same thing on what you were just saying. Like, dude, for reals, like, everyone has a personal experience. Now, is it truth to everybody? Everyone's on their own journey, dude. They're on their own path. But I will say this, that experience that you had with the Ouija board,
Yeah.
that's a truth for you. So that affected you.
I haven't fucked with it ever since, fool.
Yeah. Would you let your kids do it?
Hell no.
They don't even have one, huh?
No. Nope.
I know.
Not even a little bit. I wouldn't let them watch that shit on TV.
But look, man, like everyone, that's what I love about humanity. We're all growing. We're on our own path.
Sir.
We're on our own journey. We're all going to learn all the mistakes that we make. Sometimes some people got to go to some really dark places just to grow and learn. And we've all been there, dude. And you know what? I love Halloween. I think it's amazing. I enjoy it. I let my kids have fun with it. I dress up every time. I think it's amazing. But there is a dark side to everything.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also a light side. And the sucky part is in the light side, there's a lot of darkness too. There's a lot of fake people trying to be light, which are, Satan comes as
deceivers.
Hey, it says Satan, Lucifer comes as an angel of light because he was one of the most beautiful angels in heaven.
Thank you.
He just wanted to be God. Think about it. Narcissism.
Damn, look at this.
Yo, checking in on chat. I have a poll going right now saying, do you like scary movies? Just to make sure what kind of audience we got going on right now. So far, we got 6 votes. 67% say yes, they like scary movies. 33%.
We need 2 more percent. What the fuck, people?
Come through, vote. We also have Esteban saying he went to a haunted mansion in Las Vegas over the weekend.
All
What
right.
an experience. I asked him, yo, bro, on a scale from 1 to 10, can you rank it for us? How scary was it? Back to you, Steven.
I need to go on a fucking little haunted. I want to find what the scariest thing is.
Let him call you Steven.
Dude, I will say this. In Las Vegas, speaking of Las Vegas, I probably went to the best haunted house or haunted thing, whatever you want to call it, in Vegas. It was produced and created by the director Eli Roth.
Okay. Ooh, yeah.
It was probably the best haunted house I've ever been to.
You probably got good ass actors and shit in there.
That's what I'm saying. When you walk into a dining
Very
room,
produced.
there was zombies on tables. They were eating flesh. They were eating dead bodies. And you walk through there in a strobe light. I was like, this is probably this looks like a movie. Yeah. This is the best thing I've ever seen. This looks real, But it was supposedly he was trying to do a haunted thing like that all year round. So when you go to Vegas, you could go to it. It didn't last.
It seems like those things are very seasonal because there's a few that come up every year, but then what do they do for the rest of the year? They make enough, just one Halloween, Haunted Trail, dude. That one is, you ever done that one?
I think so.
Oh, yeah,
That's
the
one in
one
Balboa
downtown.
Park, right?
Yeah.
It
used to be Haunted Trail and Haunted Hotel. I don't know if
Haunted
Hotel
Hotel?
is still
Yeah.
there or not.
And then there's the one in Del Mar.
Yeah, the
I heard that one's bad. That one's real scary and shit. I'm a weenie, bro. I can't hang. I can't hang with
I would
these
love
things,
to take
bro.
you to all of these.
Oh, man,
That'd
well,
be
let's
so much
do
fun.
it. But
I love
That'd be
those.
dope.
I'm
They do it at
frightened.
Six Flags every year. I used to go to Six Flags for them.
Well,
And
Not
those were
Scary
tight.
Farm's supposedly pretty good.
We
too.
can't go there. The Edgars have taken over.
I know
so
which
not
one we
very
should
far.
do. It's easy. It's not like super easy, but it's light. It's not like of the professional caliber, but
ahead.
it's breaking there soon.
Which one is that?
Actually, I got
South Park Horror House.
South Park Horror
on
House.
Laurel Street. It's actually my buddy's house. And they literally turned their entire front yard, part of their side yard. Like, I think it's probably going to reach into the backyard.
Where's it
soon,
at?
but Laurel Street. I forget the exact address, but if you look up South Park Horror House on Instagram, they go all of October every Friday and Saturday. And our buddies.
Do they touch
tight.
you?
They do not.
Okay.
And there's no like actors. It's mostly
might
just
punch
like
someone, fool.
No, he just has like a whole bunch of like animatronic shit set up and like just a walkthrough. Like it's for kids, it's for the neighborhood, it's tight. And then at the end of the year, we do a Halloween show there, so it's fun. Fishing for chips will be there.
We should bring a Ouija board
No.
and do it here.
No.
Nah, don't mess with it,
How do
dude.
we get to that?
I think
We already have mice.
Hey,
We don't need.
Do you want
spirits.
ratings that bad, dude?
No, I just wanna
Here's
see
the
what
thing.
happens,
If you
bro.
study that stuff, what other Conjuring 1, the first one, the spirit follows the family.
Yeah, they think like I'll leave the house, and then it
They're
just
like,
goes
the
with
house is haunted. Nah, dude, that thing's
You're
attached to
haunted.
your family.
That's how that works, fool.
I mean, that's what that
Sometimes.
whole thesis
Did you
is
ever
there.
do any like legit like studying of these things or?
No, I studied a thing early on because I was obsessed with it because I grew up in a religious home. It's called eschatology. Eschatology is the study of the end of the world and Revelations. And the book of
Revelations,
Revelations talks about a lot of this crazy stuff that you're like, you know, the mark of the beast, which is one world government, everyone being chipped, all this crazy deep stuff that you kind of see stuff going on and you're like, damn, is this really going on? You know what I mean?
Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky, man, if you think about it. You know what I mean? But I wanted to see if anybody knew about this. My girl actually sent me a thing that's going on 3rd Avenue. It's like a haunted. Have you guys?
the speakeasy. Is that it?
Is that it?
Say away.
There's a haunted like house on 3rd Avenue or something.
Ooh, no.
What, Angel, you know about this, right? There's a haunted speakeasy.
Or a
You
haunted-
have to know this. You're an alcoholic.
It's called the Haunted Basement Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
that's
yeah.
what it is.
I guess I'm the alcoholic.
Where is
No,
this?
She sent it to me, and she's like, "We should go to it." And I was thinking, like, well, what is it? Because we're really into all that stuff. It's,
Drinking or spooky shit?
Both.
it's $20 general admission.
What's it under though?
El
I think it's at a place called Alaberga.
Cruce.
Alaberga.
Oh, it's at Cruce, so it's next to the brewery.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
unique drinking experience inspired by horror movies and the Halloween season. Some of our staff will be in costumes to take photos,
All right.
maybe even serving you the drink of your dreams.
We're going or what?
Horror
Fuck yeah.
trivia games,
Down to
board
all of
games,
them.
and other games will be available. Dare to play, enjoy some Halloween-themed snacks. Anyways, I don't know if you get. I thought it was a haunted house.
Excellent shout out from a fucking local legend, dude.
There it is. Who's it? What?
You're shouting out the fucking 3rd Avenue haunted
Cruce.
spooky house.
You
Yeah.
down to go or what, fool?
If you go, I'll go.
I'll go, right? That's fucking my wife
Field
and I
trip.
we're always looking for shit to do.
Hey, well, my girl said that to me. I was like, all right, let's go.
Vamos, pues. Vamos, bros. Because I'm always
Right on, Brett.
Yeah, brother. I'm curious with
Get some
P.O.D.
Doritos.
and you know, because you guys are, whether you liked it or not, or accepted it or not, or like lived that life, you guys were always brought up as a Christian band.
Yeah.
How did that happen? And is it, how true is it to the style? I talked to Sonny about this once, and he's like, we were kind of pigeonholed in this, and we all have our beliefs, but we were not really a Christian band.
Well, and we've never wanted to have that type of label, but there was, you know, it ended up coming because of the personal spiritual faith that Sonny had and we had as a band. But he was the singer, so he embraced it like way more. I like to compare him to like a Bono of U2. But, you know, we did end up playing some shows for the youth, like YMCA style at a church. So then it became like we started getting this peg where we were also playing Chula Vista hardcore shows with House of Suffering and Forest Down. We were just wanting to play, but because we didn't really bring negative energy with our music, it was always positive, which is kind of like a trend right now. Not that it's bad, that's good. As long as we can spread love and spread positive vibes. We've been doing that from the beginning.
So long as it's real.
So I
was about to say the
it's
same
real.
thing.
So we would get invited to play at a youth group event. Sometimes we get kicked out.
Why?
You know, I used to go to Bonita Valley Christian Fellowship right across from the golf course.
Bonita Road.
As a kid, I got our band our first gig there. We played for all these kids that were going to Mexico to do mission work. And 3 notes in, I attended that church with because I had to. My mom was in the choir and everything. I attend that church. We get up there and we start jamming. Back then we were kids doing our hardcore punk rock stuff. The pastor jumps on, stop, people are getting offended. Grabs my guitar.
Oh, no.
We got kicked off stage.
Should have kicked him right in the chest, fool. The fuck?
It's a funny story because the church that I was brought up in actually invited us to play, but then freaked out because other people from other churches that had their kids there to go to Mexico were like, whoa, this is ungodly. That's the truth about our band. You get people that embrace it, then you get that want you to be the poster child for that, but then you also get all these other people that are picketing like Marilyn Manson. Or no, they're picketing us that we're of the devil.
Yeah.
We're false prophets.
Oof. How? How are you ever associated with being of the devil?
No, because it doesn't fit their guidelines of what they think a Christian.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. We've never were like, dude, we're going to be a Christian. We're like, dude.
I don't think anyone sets out to that unless you're Switchfoot.
There was an article that got put out, or like an interview with the singer from Creed, where the rest of his band was not really interested in being a Christian band. In fact, they didn't know that they were going to come out as a Christian band. He said something about it, like he wrote it.
I believe he said, "I will take you higher."
But no, that was when they'd already popped off. Like that was their pop-up song. But they came up, you know.
They were huge, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm friends with Mark Tremonti, the guitarist.
I don't want to name drop Carlos Santana.
Now. Here we go.
I don't want to name drop Mark.
I'm not name dropping. This is just the fact.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, man, we were touring Australia. It was Disturbed, P.O.D., and Alter Bridge, which is Creed without the singer from Creed, a different singer.
What would happen to Stat?
Sick one. Anyways, whatever. And I said, hey, dude, we were at a bar drinking after a show, and I go, hey, man, I'll never be in Creed again. I go, dude, don't ever say never. I rejoined freaking P.O.D. I said the same thing to Head from Korn. I'll never be in Korn again. Don't ever say never. He's back in Korn. Long story short, I go, that there's shirts that says, even Jesus hates Creed. and Tremonti goes, I know, man. I've seen it. I go,
that's fucking dope.
Easy. I need to get me one of those.
We got to find that shirt.
Angel.
But you look it up on Google, it'll probably
even
pop
Jesus
up, dude.
hates fucking tough. Creed,
yeah,
bro.
Dude.
But I mean, yeah, it's true. Like if you're in the band and you're not necessarily like the mouthpiece of the band, the mouthpiece gets to kind of dictate what you are to the like certain degree. It's not like you'd be like, this riff's for Jesus, like every riff, you know.
Tell me you found it. Even Jesus hates Creed. There we go.
There it is.
Boom.
By
How much
3.
we got? That
Large,
1885?
please?
Yeah, I'll take the XL. Let's make that shit happen.
Options for this one.
I'll fucking rate. I'll wear it next week, fool.
So, dude, are you
week.
fans of the Bronx?
I like the Bronx. Yeah.
Okay, the singer from the Bronx, dude, he posted something on his social media recently, which had me freaking busting up because there's a lot of theatrical music is coming to light. That's a trend right now.
Theatrical music. Go ahead. Like okay.
Like Ghost.
Yeah.
And there's a band from England coming out called Sleep Token. I don't hate whatever, dude. Kids want to be entertained. Look at Kiss was that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Slipknot's that.
Slipknot is that.
Guar.
So this band Sleep Token from England, I guess played at Aftershock this past weekend, and Matt Bronx was playing there. And he comes out, he goes, I know I don't probably have the best taste in music, but he posted a meme up. It's the guy with his girlfriend holding hands, and there's a girl walking. And
he's looking back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know
he
that
has
meme.
Sleep Token, and then he has Dorks is the guy, and then freaking Imagine Dragons is the girlfriend. Right? so it's so hilarious because he's all, I can honestly say, and you know what? He'd probably get canceled or whatever, but he was giving his honest opinion. He goes, I can honestly say I don't have the best music, the best taste in music, but I can say this, Sleep Token sucks. Right? And I started cracking up, so I start reading the comments.
Never do that, brother.
But it was so funny because the guy's all, they're like spooky Nickelback. And I go, wow, spooky Nickelback? That's amazing.
Wooden Nickelback.
So that reminded me, like, even Jesus hates Creed, like spooky Nickelback. That's pretty funny.
I want to ask you this, and I want you to be sincere.
I always.
Who is the worst band to tour with?
To tour with?
It's like P.O.D. We're animals.
No, I mean, But what would be like personality wise?
Yeah, who did you guys clash with? Who was it something that you didn't really get along with, bro?
You know, there's not necessarily. You know what's weird? I was telling somebody this the other day. It's not necessarily the whole band. There's different personalities.
Tell me about Dave
bands.
Navarro.
Well, there's that. but like, dude, Perry Farrell's freaking cool.
Hell yeah.
Super cool.
Under the Tahitian mood, bro.
Steven Perkins, drummer, dope. But my personal experience with Dave Navarro hasn't been pleasant. I don't know if it's because I'm a guitar player. I don't know what the hell.
Is there an unspoken, like, fucking just rivalry, like clashing of heads when two guitarists get together? Because I've heard you talk highly when you've been here before and just shooting the shit of Head from fucking Korn. Like, oh, no, that's my dog. He's a good guy, blah, blah. Carlos Santana, obviously, is your mentor. But do you guys, like, is there, like, initially, like, oh, fuck, I don't like this guy because he's a guitarist? Or what you got? No?
To me, it's upbringing and personality
Competitive
and
shit.
vibe, dude. If you're a cool person, you're cool. If you're not, you're just not. And I don't know, like you meet people and you don't vibe with them. And you're like, I don't know why that guy rubs me wrong, but I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like just coworkers that you're just like, I don't fucking like you.
I just don't understand like why, we ain't clicking. And the bottom line is with him, it was a whole nother disrespectful thing. I've been disrespected by two guitar players in my line of work. One of them was Dave Navarro, and the other one was Kerry King from Slayer. So I always said I wanted to pull a freaking George Lopez, Eric Estrada moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I'm not gonna do it right now.
He's ready. We'll erase some of these fucking cancel marks right now, boys.
Credit.
No, but for reals though, man, like Kerry King did this. You guys can come up with your own, what you think of this.
Conjecture.
It was right here, Sounds of the Underground at Sleep Train. And I was hanging out with the Under Oath guys. And Dino Cazares, or from Fear Factory, was like, hey, dude, have you ever met Kerry King? And I was like, nah, man, I'm cool. And Brian, the singer from Mower, was there. Dude, let me introduce you to Kerry. And I was like, nah, I'm cool, dude. I said, whatever. So I ended up going over there.
No, get away!
So I ended up going over there. And there's a clique of people surrounding Kerry King. I don't know if you guys know who Kerry King is. He's the lead guitarist from Slayer.
I know Slayer.
Okay, Slayer, I love their music.
Slayer is God.
But here's the thing.
We said it wrong. It's Slayer.
But I have a cool ending to the story.
A happy ending, some would say.
Yeah, well, yes. But this is to explain what I'm talking about. When you say, there's there a certain band? No, there's certain members. So, Kerry, I get introduced by Dino. Hey, have you met Marcos from P.O.D? And I put my hand out to shake his hand, and he crosses his arms.
Inga tu madre,
and he
perro.
freaking puts his, has that long beard. He looks up, and he looks away, and he goes, and I have my hand sitting out there like
fool?
this. And
You didn't even want to meet him in the first place, fool.
So I sit there, and then everybody's like looking at me like, what? And so my punk rock side came out, and I go, that's awesome, dude. Like, I made a big joke out of it. But I was like, what a freaking mamon, dude.
Yeah.
So I end up walking away, and a year or two later, or during that year, I went to NAMM, and I'm hanging out with the Dave Mustaine, who's become a friend of mine throughout
The
the
music
Just
one.
like the fucking Pied Piper.
Yeah, so Dave, we've had some moments together, and he's a good guy. Yeah, hello, me.
It's me again.
But I'm sitting at this booth where everyone's doing their signings. If you go to NAMM and you're a musician, artists will sign things for different people, whatever they're endorsing.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there hanging out, and I was with Dave Mustaine. I want to say it was the Dunlop booth or a booth. It was years ago, and somebody tugs my shoulder, and I turn around, and it's Tom Araya, the singer from Slayer.
Oof.
And he's like, hey, man.
Even I know who the fuck that is.
Super cool. He came to me, pulls me, talking about loves P.O.D.
Yeah.
And I turn around, I'm like, night and day.
Yeah.
Kerry King's a freaking a-hole. Tom Araya's a freaking gentleman. Not because I need that, just personal-wise, as a human being. That's how he treated me. And to me, that's a long-winded answer.
Never that.
To answer your question, it's not necessarily a whole band. It's rare. It's usually certain members. So for me, that would be my answer.
I think that shows like a really like big like side of maturity to you, where it's like, because some people be like, I don't like you, fuck your band.
Oh,
or
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Or you're like, yeah, like this guy's cool, that guy sucks.
Well,
the band
from
is
a
awesome.
listener's
Like,
perspective, that happens.
yeah.
They automatically think like, oh yeah, especially what you were saying, like, oh, people want to call us a Christian band.
Yeah.
There's people that won't even give us a chance
because that fucking
because in their
predisposition.
head they're like,
Yep.
oh yeah, they're Christian.
Fuck that.
Fuck them, they suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
He'll
I'm
say
like, I'm sitting there going, well, dude, whatever. I don't have to sit here and
No.
try to please you and make you happy.
At all.
I'm gonna do what I do. If you want to connect with us on that level, that's cool. If you want to connect with us, we go to Texas. It's so funny. Everyone used to laugh. Or go to South America because they know I have Latino blood.
Get it.
The crowd, Marcos, sock check, fool, sock check. You know what I'm saying? and Sonny and them would be like, hey, dude, it's funny because they're connecting with you because
Yeah.
you have Latin blood. And I was like, I know it's a trip.
No, bro, I've said this before. You are a prime example of what can be accomplished. Oh, shit, wait. Somebody from Southtown, somebody who looks like me, somebody who's Mexican-American, somebody's a Chicano, somebody who's first generation here, can be on MTV, can be a rock star, can fucking sell out arenas, can go on tour, South America, this, that, woo-woo. All of these things can happen, and this motherfucker looks like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope. And I've been in the crowd.
We've
looking
been around
at
the
you guys.
block slaying it, dude.
Bro, no doubt. I remember watching you guys side stage Soma opening up, or NIV was opening up for you, and Dogwood was opening up for you. Not a lot of people. Dude, not a lot of people were there. You know? But everyone was like, fuck, this is dope. Everyone's like, oh yeah, they're from Southtown, bro. They're Chula Vista, they're South San Diego. There's just like so many different places people were naming. And they're like, their guitarist is Mexican. And that, I was like, sold.
Yeah.
Let's go. My backpack, and I went. I was like, oh shit.
And you got to remember, growing up, when I was pursuing that dream, it was predominantly Anglo.
Why are you afraid to say white?
Well, it's what's on.
Because he's looking at me.
I'm not afraid to say it.
It's predominantly
it's the
Anglo.
proper legal way when you're going
Legal,
on
say
white,
white.
Hispanic, Anglo. You know what I'm saying? Latino.
We're not lawyers here.
Yeah, bro.
We just play one on TV.
But I have to be that way
Yeah.
nowadays.
It's true.
I gotta
No,
watch
you're in a
what I say.
position.
Do you? All right, erase the mark. Take
it off.
take a little line away, bro.
No, but here's the thing, man.
Hey,
Like,
utilize the white out.
you got to remember
Anglo house.
what I told you. Where I grew up. I grew up in Logan, National City. Think about a kid telling everybody, "Yo, dude, I have a dream of being a freaking rock star." Everyone looks at you and starts laughing because they're like, "You don't."
That was the feedback? That was what you got the most?
You don't look like what's happening. The Kurt Cobains and the freaking, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Great story. Hilltop High School,
Fuck yeah, Hilltop.
10th grade. Miss Ko was my English teacher.
Miss Ho?
Miss Ko.
Perdón.
She was Korean, I believe, and I'm Korean American. And she said, before we start this semester, I want to go around the room and I want everyone to stand up, introduce themselves and where they see themselves 10 years from now. So everyone's, doctors, lawyers, freaking firefighters.
I would laugh at
police officers. True story. I got up and said rock star.
Fuck yeah.
And everyone laughed at me. Being in the hood, everyone carrilla, if you know what that means.
To banter, to make fun of,
Yeah.
to harass in a merry comedic manner.
Thank you, Steve.
I heard people, yeah, more like America's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying? So
That's not Hilltop.
I said, whatever. I sat down. Everyone laughed. Years later, I'm walking downtown street. I'm at a street corner, hitting the button to go across the intersection. Some random dude, I don't even remember, comes up to me. Hey, are you Marcos? And I was like, yeah, what's up? He's all, I had you in my 10th grade class, English class with Miss Ko. I don't know if you remember. I kind of BS'd. I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, dude, you did it. You did it. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you stood up in front of class saying you were going to be a rock star, and you freaking did it. You're on
Fucking
MTV
dope.
and all this. And I was like, hey, thanks, man. But that was such a good moment. The way the universe works like that, it's just like, it's crazy, dude.
Have you ever gone high off your own supply like that, fool? Like, no, real shit. Because, I mean, it must be difficult. People are always probably like, hey, with the la rifas, hey, what you got down, hey, you're putting down for your city, hey, you're like me, you're like that, you're like my cousin. Like, do you ever like, oh, fuck, they're right? Is it hard?
I don't ever really say it, they're right. I just say more I'm blessed.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't take it for granted. to still be a band right now, 30 years later.
No mames,
That
bro.
part kind of gets me. It's
That's
like,
fucking
man,
crazy, dog.
We're still a band, and we're still playing gigs all around the world.
And still
there's a
writing.
fan base
Dude,
too.
Satellite is over 25 years old.
And dude, and to see, we're getting into the Metallica era where kids that grew up on us are bringing their kids.
Laws still can't play
You
the
know what I'm
drums.
saying?
I was gonna say, do not
He
let the
still
drums
fucking sucks on the
influence
drums,
you.
fool.
And dude, it's so amazing in that sense. So yeah, I definitely recognize that. But dude, it came to fruition for me.
Quickly?
No, I mean
A lot of hard work, a lot of shows.
Well, from 92, we got signed in 97. So from 92 to 97, 5 years, we took off in a van and we were selling CDs out of our van and playing crappy little shows in front of 5 people, 10 people. But every time we went back, the only reason why we kept doing it, we went back, there'd be 50 people there.
Yep.
And we went back. Next thing you know, it was like, dude, what got us signed, we were playing on a Tuesday in Detroit area, and it was sold out, 1,000 people. And so Atlantic showed up, and they took us to Denny's because it was like a little rural place. And they're like, dude, it's a Tuesday night.
Pre-social media,
Freaking-
fool.
Yeah.
No
1,000
social media.
people packed in this freaking club, all ages, and you guys are freaking killing it on merch. And we're like, and you're from San Diego.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah.
That's right.
That's when it all kind of just came. Like,
That's when you realize, oh, shit,
knew
we're
'cause
there.
We would never. There are signs. I think this is true with whatever you're doing. If you're doing a podcast, if you're doing a band, if you're doing a business, there comes a point when you got to realize like it's not working. I need to redo it or do something else a little different or do it better. And a lot of people don't like to let go, and then they're so stubborn, and then they just keep digging a hole, and they're like, well, it's not popping off. It's like you got to come to a place where you realize like, well, it's not meant to be. I got to try something different or do it a little different. That's with anything. I think it's the same for bands. I have guys that, here's an interesting fact. Sorry for talking so much, but
Marcos, this is the only reason I brought you in, fool, because I like listening to you
How dare you talk on a
fool.
podcast?
Yeah, dog. You have, honestly, bro, I brought Sonny in before, and we hung out. We became, like, I feel like I really connected with him and all the
you've
stories.
taken a Padre games. You didn't take me one.
Hey, bro.
That's
Theo
messed
Bobby
up.
took us to a fucking game, dog. Theo Bobby took us to a game. Don't worry.
They were all taken.
Dog. But no, that's the main reason I wanted to bring you in, because you're from the
Football
fucking
match.
hood, bro.
Yeah, well-
You're from the fucking hood.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have made it out and said, put a fucking, what are those boards called where they make them, a pinchy thought board or a goal board, and said, you know, I'm going to fucking be a rock star. You did it, and you fucking,
Well, here's the
all the
weird,
way to the top.
This is how you know it was meant to be. When you think about this, you meet musicians all the time. You've been in bands, right? Musicians jump from band to band to band, and they all want to make it.
Yeah.
I looked back, I go, dude, I've only been in 3 bands. 2 bands, maybe 3 bands before I ever made it. The first one, well, I played 4 shows with a local band called Chicken Farm with Joaquin.
Legendary.
Cumbia Machine,
Yeah,
Joaquin.
bro.
We have history
The
there.
Hernandez.
Freaking Tisolc, brother. All those guys, I played 4 shows, and it's so funny to hear their stories because they brought me in because they thought I could play the solos. They thought I was like the shredder or something. Well, you could do the solos. I was like, cool, dude, whatever. That was the first band. The second band was a thrash metal band that me and the drummer from P.O.D. WOV started called
El
Eschatos.
Compa Wolf, bro.
Okay. After that, it was P.O.D. and that was all
That's
she
a
wrote.
wrap.
And I go, dude, if that's not the stars aligning, going, this is what you're going to do. And me as a kid dreaming in the hood, I'm going to be a rock star, telling my 10th grade class that.
Yeah.
That's kind of trippy.
When did you start? When was your first band? What grade were you in when the first band came out? When you made on Chicken Farm, how old were
We
you then?
played Castle Park at lunchtime
Get it?
on the concrete stage.
Okay.
Sick.
And we were jamming with the teacher on keyboards. We did a Santana song. We did Evil
Got a
Ways.
black
We
magic
did-
woman.
No, Evil Ways. And then we did, because he was doing all the keyboard stuff, we did Painted Black by the Stones.
Oh, man.
And I forget what other song, but the whole lunch area,
Yeah,
everybody's
teacher on
staring
keyboards
at
probably
us.
did like in a Gata Davida.
Hey, dude.
Got the thing, you know?
At
Hey, I
Chula
wonder if they do
Junior,
that shit.
I went to, he was my teacher, Gary Witham.
Oh fuck.
The guy, the keyboardist, saxophone player, whatever, from Iron Butterfly.
No, neta? Oh, shit, I don't know her. All right, dog.
So I always had to hear his stories. because I was always talking big. I'm gonna make it, guys.
Yeah, fool. It sounds like you were. Hey, real talk. It sounds like you.
But
were
I'm a hood guy wearing freaking Dickies with Cortez, homie. So like, look at.
So
this
when did that
little
change your type?
raza.
He just
to
knew
tight
who he
pants?
was from an early age.
When did you start wearing skinny jeans? When did you drop the Cortez, and then you went straight into
Actually, dude,
calculated cuts in the
when
jeans?
probably like not that long ago, like 6 years ago, because
you, bro.
I was a bigger dude. I was rocking bone-legged. I was bringing bone-legged back.
Get it?
I was big, sexy, and then I started to work on myself. I still got a ways to go.
No, you
My
lost.
teeth out
Hey,
here.
you lost some weight. Fool.
Probably like 120 pounds.
Perico or what? Though?
Like it's some sort of diet drug. What is it? Fen-phen? Perico?
What diet are you on? Oh, I
had,
do.
Hey, dude, I
Perico
had
aerobics.
pre-existing conditions, with pre-diabetic.
Bro, you're
high blood
Mexican. We
pressure.
all check that box. You
Okay.
ain't shit, dog.
So this ain't helping.
We all check that box.
But at the same time, dude, I had to make a change
No,
for
I feel
myself
you.
because I didn't feel good about myself. I'm on covers of Guitar World, and all of a sudden I hated the way I looked.
That was a thing, bro.
Yeah, that's a personal thing.
For
But
sure.
You have to be critical with yourself on what it is you want out of life, right? I think.
Think about it. That's important. That I feel like that's a legit statement. He's on top of the world, bro. He came out of here, the southernmost region of fucking California, dog, bordering Mexico, on fucking covers of guitar fucking magazines, all rock and roll magazines, all the fucking rags. He was on those magazines, and it doesn't matter how top notch he was, continues to be. He looked at himself and said, "Fuck, I don't like the way I look."
Well, because
That's a real thing.
But here's
dog.
the thing. I was representing, there was a lot of Hispanic Chicanos that look like me. Gorditos allá, doing our thing. But that's not how I envisioned myself in my head. And it took a lot of times that people, no disrespect, but everybody that struggles with something, whether it's your weight, whether it's your health, a lot of that comes from inside, dude. There's a thing saying that, dude, we carry our feelings on the outside. That's why you got the freaking tortos and tortas. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know that term.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You like it, the cubano,
know,
don't you? Huh? The
You know
cubano?
it's fucking dope, bro, and I love this. And anytime I talk to people who I look up to and motivate me and inspired me at one time or another in my life, real shit, you have. I like to fucking think of when did I first realize these motherfuckers were the shit. You guys released Southtown, the video, when you made it in IB, and I was like, and I remember everyone in high school was ditching. They were all leaving to go fucking be in the video shoot. There was a band that I grew up
Full
with.
empty classes.
Seaway. Like, I was in fucking little punk band growing up, dog. And then there was another band in my high school, Logos.
the Logos.
The Rivera Brothers, right?
Yeah.
So I remember they fucking dipped. Everybody did, bro. Everybody went. And I was like, nah, bien persino la verga. I can't go, dog. I'm going to get in trouble. I got to turn in my biology fucking project.
I did really good on it, okay?
So then I remember fast forward and you made it and the release, and then I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are South Bay.
Yeah, we had the taquero there. We were like, and MTV loved it because it was presenting at something that they hadn't really seen.
Yeah,
culturally.
motherfucker. Dog, you guys tapped into some shit that was normal to us. Par for the course. Okay, that's one of the Rivera. That's one of the Rivera.
Looked like Fred Durst was in that
Dude,
crowd too. What the fuck?
you guys had something that was very fucking par for the course for us because we're from down here, and having fucking black dudes, Mexican dudes, Asian dudes, fucking Islander dudes, Pacific Islander dudes rocking out doing things was a normal pinche madre, dog.
No, it was us.
It was you guys. It was what we were about.
That's why I try to explain, dude. What is Southtown? What is Chula Vista?
Too
What is
much.
that? That's it.
Yeah.
It's like a buffet of
it's too
different
much.
flavors. You know what I'm saying?
Let me make a Barry understand. It's like a casserole. It's like a casserole, bro.
Souffle of sorts.
It's like a fucking
I would like
casserole.
to elaborate on something though, man. And I know you said you were in your bands and you did all. What sucks is, from what I see nowadays, everyone's competing.
Yeah.
That's a problem. We should be helping each other and not hating on
All of
other
a sudden,
people's success.
talking from a fucking retired rock star over here, dog. We
No,
should be
because
helping.
I will say this. There was a lot of that going on when we were playing shows at Soma. Every band's like competing. Oh, that band. And as soon as we broke beyond that, everybody just like, whoa. Even the radio stations respected. Like, damn,
They did it.
they did it.
Well, Len and Jeremy's model at Soma was competition. It was fucking battling within the bands. Who could get the most name drops
Yeah.
at the door? Who's
Yep.
going to get the most tickets sold at the door? Who are you here to see? Oh, P.O.D. Who are you here to see? Oh, NIV. Who are you here to see? You know, whatever it was.
We would have friends change their shirts and shit. Come back.
There
and
was
say us
also a
again.
scene in Chula Vista that no longer exists.
No, yeah.
We used to go to Del Mar's garage over on Main Street and watch hardcore shows in his garage. And it was like there was a scene, Just Java.
Dude, you
It
guys
was
used to
like-
throw hardcore shows
Yeah.
at Just Java, dog.
Just Java,
on
dude.
3rd Avenue.
And that, I mean, not that it's, I don't know. I'm not in that scene much anymore but I don't think that's happening from when I talk to kids that are trying to be in a band in Chula Vista or San Diego. It sucks because when you look at scenes like where we came up out of, everybody knew each other. There was like the chicken farms, and then there was the amenities, and then there was the House of Suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mower. There was all these different bands. The Sprung Monkeys were represented. And that's
Three-piece Scandal.
That's when I just ran into Lynn at a Pierce the Veil show at Soma, and he was like, dude, that was the whole reason. I would get a band from the South, which was you guys. I would get Sprung Monkey from the East.
County.
I'd get Blink 182 from the
North.
North. And he'd put shows together, Ghoul Spoon, and there was local shows happening at the main stage at Soma that were sold out for just local bands. That's crazy.
That doesn't happen anymore.
It doesn't.
Nah, bro.
It doesn't. And the thing is, when you look at the Seattle scene, they were kind of, maybe they were competitive with each other, but there was a scene there because they all kind of were like, yeah, there's Alice in Chains. They were all different, Nirvana, Soundgarden. And you think about that whole thing, Chula Vista had that going on. And a lot of people don't get it because a lot of those bands, like there was the Unbrokens. I don't know if you're familiar with Unbroken.
Good name.
They were a pretty big, hardcore, straight edge band. And dude, we were all about it. And
Chula Vista hardcore was a thing.
Amenity, right? That was the first one.
House of Suffering. House of Suffering influenced us. Sergio, who actually works in radiology, the bass player, Sergio Hernandez, gave me a 7-inch recently. He came to my DJ gig at the Kensington Club.
Yeah.
And
You know how hard that was for me, fool? He gave you what? Canceled.
Give Steve another check.
well, I remember that episode where you were talking about your size. It's
No,
not that,
pero
right?
No. Yo estoy chiquito. Mine was for procreating. Go ahead. I do work.
Awkward.
I feel like in high school, when I was in high school, CVHC was still a fucking thing too. But like, you don't hear so much about it now.
I guess
like, there's a few.
If I could
Maybe I'm
send
just
out a
old.
little message of encouragement,
Do it, dog.
you shouldn't be trying to compete with your brothers or sisters. You should be helping each other out to build a scene so that if one person makes it, they help the other bands and everybody can grow. That's kind of lost today. And it's kind of weird. But when I tour and I see other bands in different cities, that's still going on in other cities.
Bro, it's an old cliche.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Yes.
Yeah.
It's still out there. It still happens, bro. A rising
think
tide
about
floats
it,
all
dude.
boats.
You're a businessman.
Okay. I've been called worse.
Well, but
I'll call him something
on what we're talking about though right now, there's a community in Chula Vista that started growing.
Yeah.
When Chula Vista, I grew up in Chula Vista, we didn't have none of this going on. You're like one of the founding breweries in Chula Vista. I don't know if you're in competition with these other ones.
Never that.
But you guys are all kind of in like the same group.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, the Alice in Chains or the Nirvana?
If you ask me, we're Alice in Chains, bro.
Okay.
Because here they come to get the rooster,
so
but they ain't never
CV
going to get them. They ain't
Brewery,
never going to get that rooster.
What's Chula Vista Brewery?
Homies, good people.
No, but
fucking.
are they Soundgarden or?
Nah, I don't know, fool. I mean, shit, homie. I don't know.
These other
Dinosaur Jr. I don't know what you're
Coldplay.
Nah,
That's a meme right there. 3 Punk Sales is Alice in Chains.
Hey, tell me you're Mexican without telling you're Mexican, bro. 3 Punk Ale. This motherfucker, every Mexican I know, 3 Punks Ales. No way. Drop one ass, perro. Say 3 Punk Ales.
Say Metiche.
Metiche.
Are you trying to control and edit my?
Never that. Oh, I'm not gonna. Hey, you know what? Check this out.
Put a check up there.
Hey, put a check for canceling himself. We are not gonna edit anything, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna call me in
3
3
punks.
hours. He's gonna
Three
be like
punks.
this. He's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, perro, real talk. Can you edit the part I said about this?" And I'll be like, "No."
3 Punks Ales.
Beat it, bro. I don't know what it is. My dad even says that. Mijo, va a ser el 3 Punk Sales?
That's how you're supposed to say it.
Homie.
Here's the funny thing. I don't think I have an accent, but when I travel, everyone's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You totally have an
Dude, I
accent,
learned
bro."
that. Yeah, I learned that long ago. It doesn't matter what we think, fool. When we leave our little fishbowl, we go somewhere else.
Nobody thinks they have an accent though. You go to Alabama, they're like, what accent?
What the fuck would I go to Alabama for?
I'm just saying, like everywhere you go, even when there's a thick, like you go to fucking like the UK or something like.
What in the same?
I don't have an accent. You know, it's like,
Dude, you can take the boy out of Alabama, but you love mayo.
Are you from Alabama?
No, I've lived here for my entire life.
Do you have access to one of the videos that I posted in the fucking little notes, bro? Look that shit up real quick, bro. I saw a video the other day on Instagram of two people, and I think they were from the fucking South. There was a white dude and a black dude, and they had a mayonnaise eating contest,
The
bro.
mayonnaise people.
And I was like,
that,
mames, bro. Motherfucking, that's some white people activities, fool. I thought, look, as a Mexican, I put mayonnaise on a lot of shit, dog. I put it on a
put it
tostada.
on hot dogs,
Yeah,
dude.
I put it on a lot
do,
of shit.
I do too.
Why wouldn't you?
That is not a white people
I
thing.
also like onions, relish.
I love all that shit.
All that stuff.
But you can miss me with that mayo on my hot dog.
Why?
Is gross.
I hate mayo.
That's the reason I
Really?
dropped my plate. That's the reason I
Well-
didn't make it to the 999. This motherfucker started putting mayo on my shit.
Well, here's the thing, though. True. Here's a fact. In
here we go.
Europe, they don't even use ketchup. They use mayonnaise. For
They
their
call them
French fries.
royales.
Yep.
No, but if they're French fries, it comes with mayo.
Quarter pounder with
So you
Royale.
like, and when you try it, it's not that bad. I'm like, this ain't bad. The one that people really hate is Miracle Whip, and I like Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip is like when white people level up, dog. You know, it's like,
That's
nah,
like
I don't
far
even,
all
we don't
diet.
live in Chula Vista anymore. We live in North County, San Diego. Give me some Miracle Whip. Fuck that best craft product. No more. Next level shit, fool.
But I saw that, dude. That contest was nasty.
Yeah, you can't get that video, huh, homie? You suck. Look at you. Casas would have had that
He
video.
Annabelle, okay?
Oh, damn.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, we're getting fingers.
Give me 2 minutes.
What the
2 minutes?
Turkish, you said 2 minutes,
What are we
5
doing,
minutes
making
ago.
love?
What is going
Jesus.
on here, bro? Shit. Tell me about the fucking festivals you played at this weekend, man. Okay, because you are an experienced veterano in the game. And you guys now, you got to be motivated to go somewhere probably. You got to be enticed. So I'm pretty sure the bag is huge to go out and play somewhere.
Actually, as we've gotten older, we've learned, especially after the pandemic, we just have such a very grateful spirit when it comes to playing. Like me and Sonny were just talking about this. We were like, dude, we love doing this. We missed it. And we get out there, it's like we all know that in the back of our heads. Like, dude,
It could be taken away.
we're in our 40s, some 50s, and we're still out here rocking crowds of people that don't even know who, they know the band, but I don't know on a personal level. And they're vibing to our music. That gets me every time. I can travel around the world and go, dang, I have no idea what these people are going through, their lifestyle, what they do for a living, but they're here to see us do what we do. And that makes it all worth it for me, man. So I kind of make a thing now in a very punk rock way. I say, put your hearts up. And I say, hey, how many people here in this crowd have seen P.O.D. live before? You'll see hands go up. How many people, it's your first time? You'll see a bunch of, okay, all the people that have never seen us live before, I want the people that have seen us before to give them a hug. So the whole crowd hugs each other. It's pretty cool. But the thing is, dude, that's because we're so grateful to be on stage. And I always tell the crowd, this is why we do it. I see a gazillion smiles. It makes us happy, dude. And, you know, it sounds corny and cheesy, but that's the truth, man.
What does 23-year-old Marcos tell 49-year-old Marcos right now after that story?
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's right.
lot.
What?
Don't be scared.
Yeah?
Do it.
Yeah?
Do all of it.
But you guys
do it,
fucking
bro.
did it, though, fool. I feel like you guys, you knocked down every barrier. Do you feel like you left a lot on the table?
Oh, you know what, dude? I'm grateful my path that I took, but at the same time, I try to teach my kids that, you know, especially with dating. I got a 13-year-old and a 20-year-old. Mijo, she's probably not going to be the girl for the rest of your life.
Hey, dog, get ready with that cancel meter real quick. Just get ready. Get ready. Go ahead.
This is the truth.
Go ahead.
I go, enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of it. Be wise.
Seconds.
And have fun.
You remember being
But
a
I
kid
said-
and hearing
but
that,
I
though, and you're
also-
always like, she's
but-
the one.
No, but I always say, I told him, I said, dude, I know that because that to him, she's everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not. Gonna
I feel bad for wifey, bro, because she met me like in that relationship-wise, because we've known each other forever.
Are
She
you
was
with Sonny?
Yeah, she's 17, bro.
Sonny married his high school sweetheart.
Yeah? I was her high
Bono
school
did
sweetheart.
from you too also.
Why you like you two so much, fool?
I love you.
Because they're better than Coldplay.
No, because Coldplay has vagina-scented candles on stage.
But
The reason
U2
I-
has a ball in Vegas.
But the reason I even use delay is
It's because of
the edge.
bro. Where the streets have no name.
First name the.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's keep going.
Nah, you win.
That's it.
Oh.
The fucking, I don't know, the soundtrack for Pinchi Entourage, the opening track, right? Isn't that, is that them too?
Probably.
All I know about Entourage is Sloan.
Oh, she was beautiful, bro.
Sloan.
Talking about beautiful,
Thank you.
currently in Michigan, a bill is on the table where
Hi, Mom and Dad.
students from K to 12 will be eligible, if this bill passes, to use cannabis when needed. When you read that headline, it's very deceiving. It's like, oh, they're gonna fucking inspire or motivate
Bongs in every
youngsters.
classroom.
Kids as young as kindergartners will be allowed to use cannabis at school if Michigan passes new law. But the fucking fact of the matter is, bro, a lot of these kids needed this kind of medication in order to avoid having seizures, in order to help, pacify whatever other ailments, diseases they are battling. And you just go, and the reason I brought it up is because one, like we were just talking about, what are you going to do when your kids want to experiment with these drugs? And I'm going to ask you, because you said you have a 13 and a 20-year-old. So we'll talk to you about that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I feel people are fucking just misled by headlines, and we are a country of headline readers. Like, we read the headline, and then we just go in a downward spiral. We're like, oh, no, fuck that shit.
Because sometimes you don't get the point until like 5 paragraphs in. It's like, get to the fucking point.
It's not even about politics
Go ahead.
sometimes. It's just about common sense. I'm not even going to get into political parties here, but a true fact that needs to go into play presidential-wise, you shouldn't be running for president at 80 years old.
Because, one, you can't run. Well, basically,
yes.
you have a hard time walking.
But I'm being honest. I don't care what side you're on. Bottom line, if you can't drive at a certain age and you can't do certain things, there's one in the beginning. You can't be a president unless you're 35 years old.
They say that it's ageist to be like, you can't be old and be the president. Yet they're like, you can't be young and be the president.
Yeah, so
fuck
you're
a 21.
you got to be 35 or older to be the president. But you can be 85.
All right, where do you draw the line, Marcos?
I would say 65 for president.
As soon as Denny's offers you that Sunrise Delight special,
No, at the Neta, dude, like
that should be on all political roles, honestly. You got Mitch McConnell falling asleep.
But see, once again, a lot of people don't think that's common sense, and I'm like, dude, that's common sense.
This law being passed, it's common sense.
Okay, but
look, let's assume your kid, my kid, our kid, anyone's kid is going through epileptic seizures. He or she is dealing with epileptic seizures, and they're having a hard time adapting. And the only thing that has worked so far is maybe having a CBD drop under their tongue, maybe having a lightly THC infused pastry that helps them curtail from that.
Headline is a little misleading.
Very misleading, bro.
But here's the thing, though. What's the percentage of someone having epileptic seizures compared to the mass, like general public? It's probably like 1%. So for me, it's a case-sensitive thing.
Yeah.
Like, that goes for a lot of things. The problem is you give an inch, people want a mile. That's why both sides of the fence are so extreme nowadays. I'm like, bro, where's the middle ground? Where's the common sense? And for me, like, if that helps that kid having epileptic episodes,
don't give up on the word, perro.
Then give
Don't throw up on the epileptic. Say it with me.
Did I add an S?
You I don't know. Motherfucker, I don't know what you did, dog. Motherfucker said electric slide.
Another old-fashioned.
Motherfucker said electric slide seizure.
Mr. Paul.
Another old-fashioned. Here it is right here.
Is it way?
I got you.
We got
that
you
shit
right
down.
now.
We got you.
Yeah, we got it. We'll take care of you, bro. Here you go. This fucking guy.
Or is it in this?
Okay, your kid's 13 and 20. Did you ever have that conversation or the situation present itself where like, Dad, I want to smoke weed?
My oldest does. I didn't agree with it because we would always fight because he would vape in the house. And he would act like, I'm not doing it, but I can smell that. I'm like, bro, come on.
I did the same thing to my dad.
And I'm like, dude, I can smell it. No, I'm not. I'm all, dude,
Mijo.
I can smell it. So long story short, for me, dude, I lean more towards like Eastern philosophy with regards to balance. I don't think anybody should be like a definite no, but at the same time, there are rules. So like my son was having a beer recently at his mom's house, my oldest. He's 20. He's not 21. He's like, well, I don't know why she got mad because I had 2 beers in the house, and because he works in construction. Well, I had 2 beers inside in the fridge, and I said, it's your mom's rules regardless. You're not 21. So you're not 21, and then I go, on top of it all, even if you were 21, that's your mom's house. You got to obey the laws of the land.
For sure. Yeah.
So for me, it's the same kind of thing with regards to substances like weed or alcohol. It's like, yeah, dude, if you're 18 and it's legal to get a firearm because you're in the military, Yeah, dude, but I don't think at the same time, if you have PTSD, that you should be able to walk into a Walmart and grab a freaking AK or whatever the gun that they have there, because there should be balance in life, dude, and there should be common sense. That's where I think our society has abused its right by being extreme. Extremism is the problem to a lot of our problems in this society.
Damn, Marquitos came dropping.
But the opposite side of that would be like, what's the word? Censorship. You know, like telling people what they can and can't do, and that's where it's like there's a gray area of people like, you know.
But it isn't really a gray area, because you know why? If you don't have order, you have chaos. And once again, there's a fine line that says common sense. If a guy has PTSD and has mental health issues, so I had this discussion with somebody about, we're talking about the Second Amendment. Well, you know, if you're depressed, they're going to take away your right to carry a gun. I go, well, if you're a manic, that's a different story. If you're a maniac and you're crazy, yeah, maybe their record should go to the freaking gun shop and be like, this guy shouldn't have a gun. Okay. Well, no. And I go, dude, I'm not trying to argue. To me, this is critical thinking.
For sure.
Yeah.
And a lot of people nowadays don't even care about that. They just want to be right for their party or right for their religion.
Bro, it's like golf.
Or right
It's like
for whatever. I'm
It's like bowling,
shit.
perro. It's like bowling. All right,
Is it
life
golf
is like
or bowling?
bowling. It's like bowling.
Okay, Big
some
Lebowski, let's hear
some
this.
motherfuckers require the little bumpers on the
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Some people can't just play. You know, just can't bowl and have a good time. And some motherfuckers need that because they'll be throwing gutter balls every other
Yeah.
fucking time.
But that's like a situational thing. You don't
That's
put
life.
bumpers on the
That's
whole
case
team
sensitive.
for the
It's
one
case
guy.
sensitive.
It's case
It's
sensitive.
based on each one's event. It's not okay. The Second Amendment applies to everybody, but just because it applies to everybody doesn't mean everybody should fucking have it.
Yes.
You know, let's go through the certain fucking
And I get the
precautionary
conspiracy
reason.
theories. Oh, they're going to take away.
No, bro.
Nah, dude. You got to have some sort of reasoning and compromise, because the bottom line is, but that's in anything.
Twerking.
Twerking.
Here you go. Next one. Honor student loses her scholarship after a homecoming clip shows her twerking. And she said, it felt like my life was over. This young lady at a Louisiana high school with a 4.2 grade point average had a scholarship endorsement withdrawn after a video of her twerking at a homecoming after party was posted on social media. Isn't that fucking nuts, though?
She has a 4.2, though, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. A nerd can twerk.
But here's the thing, though.
There she is.
She's too hung up on the scholarship. What I mean by that, if she's getting a 4.2, she needs the money to go to school, right? That's what she's bummed about.
For sure.
But she's still smart enough to go to school.
Yeah.
So she's hung up on the wrong things. But at the same time, if you're going to get money from somebody, they control you. When you have a show,
A sponsorship.
Spoken like a guy on a
Sponsorship.
label.
A sponsorship.
no, but it's the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's the same kind of thing. If you knew that, you shouldn't have been twerking knowing that you want to get your money. But see,
You listen to that, Paul.
but what I mean by that is that, once again, that's case sensitive, being wise and smart.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Kids are
man.
kids, man. Like, that's
here's-
just dancing. Like,
that's just dancing.
That
you
is
know?
the most mainstream
Yeah, but the
dance
people that
now.
are giving
Like,
the scholarship are conservative.
the silver lining. The silver lining.
was those people's hair.
At the end of the day, this exposure, negative, albeit negative, is probably going to generate a lot more money than what the scholarship initially offered. I'm not a smart man, but I'm smart enough to know that people probably are setting up GoFundMe for this little lady, saying, you know what, nobody should fucking lose the opportunity to financing her college future with a scholarship simply for twerking at a pinchy homecoming
You're right.
party.
At an
It's
after
it's
party,
going to
yeah.
cause her to be a little more resourceful.
Yeah. And I
That's
think,
all.
you know, the school in the streets is probably a little bit more important than school and books. And I'm going through that with my kids, you know, and I love it that my kids are going to be school smart, book smart, and know this, that, and the other. But that, my friend, is not going to help you open a business, live your life, be successful, do your things. It's going to give you the bumpers in the bowling alley.
Yes.
That's all it's going to get
I
you.
agree.
You know, I feel that with that book smart and that school smarts, you got to have a little bit of that sprinkle of that street, you know, a little bit of them street smarts. You got to know
Someone
who's
once
out to
told me
get
this.
you.
What you're saying right now, you could be a genius, but have no common sense.
And that's fucking a horrible fucking combination.
yeah.
that
That's
happens a
horrible.
lot. A lot of like really,
Yeah.
really smart people have no like.
Yeah. And that goes down with social skills too.
Yeah.
You could be like smart, like an intellectual, but you have no social skills. So it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Get it.
And networking is the key at times.
Damn, that's how you became a rock star, fool?
No.
You sold your soul,
Blood,
didn't
sweat,
you?
and tears, bro.
You sold your soul?
Never.
No? The devil went down to Georgia.
Nope.
Nothing like that.
Nah. I think I always wonder about Taylor Swift though.
Go ahead.
I'm like,
If she ran for president, she'd win. That just came out.
easily.
Are you,
That
a,
just
are,
came
you
out.
a, are you a Swiftie?
I do not know what that means.
Yes, you do.
No. I know two songs. The one that goes "Shake It Off," and then another, and something about Romeo and Juliet.
Do that in slow mo. Please get him.
That's gonna be a clip. Clip that.
That's a promo right there, dude.
I don't know. I know that music is inspired by romantic endeavors that have gone awry. I know that is an
Yeah,
inspiration.
you never want to date
But
Taylor
here's the-
Swift because she will break up with you and will write a song about you.
But
She's
here-
going to ruin the NFL.
Yeah,
Watch.
but here's the thing. If you know her beginning story, nobody wanted to sign her.
¿Por qué?
They just didn't think it was good enough.
She was in Mayo eating contest, or what was she
No,
doing?
I don't know about that, but there's another band that same thing, Linkin Park.
Oof.
I heard like 27 labels passed on
Yep.
them.
Way.
And then look at
They blew up on like the chat boards.
Here's
and
a
shit.
weird
Like,
story.
But here's I'm going NFL. Brock Purdy, Mr. Insignificant, right? Or
Irrelevant.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Insignificant.
The last pick in the NFL
Yeah.
draft is called Mr.
And
Irrelevant.
look what he's doing, dude.
Yeah.
And when you watch the game last night, they talked about his parents and they talked about him at 12 years old starting football. They said, "What do you want to do?" Kind of like similar what I said. "Oh, I'm going to be a rock star."
Yeah.
He's all, I'm going to be quarterback. And they said, "But if you can't be quarterback, what do you want to play?" He's all, "No, I want to play quarterback because I'm going to be a big quarterback in the freaking NFL one day." 2 quarterbacks went down, Garoppolo and Trey Lance. He gets his shot. He's all, "It's my turn."
She 49er fan.
And this guy, hey, I am. But this guy came in. He's doing, Taylor Swift did the same thing. Linkin Park did the same thing. P.O.D. did the same thing. Funny story. The guy who signed P.O.D., I saw him. We just had lunch the other day.
Ruben?
John Rubely. We're sitting we played the whiskey for Atlantic Records, who signed us. I walk around the corner and I see the head of Atlantic talking to our A&R guy who scouts bands. And they're arguing about how he doesn't get it and doesn't want to sign P.O.D. I see our A&R guy going, "No, dude, you're not. You're missing it, dude. They're going to do this and do that." I happen to see the whole thing. The guy goes, "It's your freaking head. This is your wild card. You want it? Go ahead and do it. But if this doesn't go, it's your freaking head."
Oof.
And
No pressure.
He went, he believed in us that much, signed us. The guy didn't know I saw that. Welcome to Atlantic Records, acting like
Bien mamón, bro.
But here's the cool thing. It ended up being what happened. It's how we got here. It's the same with Taylor Swift, Linkin Park, Brock Purdy, Joe Montana.
Just takes one person to take a chance.
Joe
on you.
Montana, what's his name?
Joe Montana.
Tom Brady.
Lace us out, Dan.
Tom Brady. Like
yeah.
those, nobody.
Yeah.
And then the guys that they get, like Ryan Leaf, top picks,
Top picks. Valiendo Wiener.
they suck.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works, man. So if it's meant to be, I have a friend who was tripping out on a business deal and he goes, "Oh, this person's going to ruin it for." I go, "Dude, if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. That one person ain't going to ruin the deal. It's just the way it is." Because, dude, that's just the truth.
So keep battling, Barry. I believe in you.
Every day. Every
Keep doing
single
your
day.
thing, Barry. How about a 15-minute BJ to wrap this motherfucker up?
15-minute BJ. Did you guys hear about the 104-year-old woman who went skydiving?
Boy, did I.
Have you guys been skydiving?
No, fool, what the fuck?
I have.
Have you really?
Yeah, I love
After
it.
seeing this
Why?
video, I think I'd be a little more down because
Wait a minute, hold on. You did sell your soul to the devil. You're doing outlandish things, bro.
Skydiving's awesome.
Skydiving is awesome. I did Go Jump. over
Angels,
in
you ever
Oceanside.
skydive or what?
No.
Oceanside Go Jump is amazing. You got the one out here in East Lake, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
pretty cool, but the one out in Oceanside, you get to jump out of a plane where you can see the whole coastline of the Pacific Ocean and you see the land while you're like coming down to earth.
El vato.
Dope plan.
Cálmate, güey. There he is. Look
So
at
here we go. We got Dorothy Hoffner, a 104-year-old woman from Illinois.
fool. Good for fucking her, dude.
This is her second jump. She jumped when she was 100, but this jump
that's the scariest
got her
part.
a world record for being 104, being the oldest person to skydive.
That's the scariest
That's
part, dude.
rad.
It doesn't feel like anything. It feels like if you're in your truck and you stick your head out and the wind's blowing,
Yeah.
that's all you feel.
I don't have a truck full.
But the difference is you're seeing the earth getting closer.
Yeah, faster and
closer.
faster.
Yeah.
Hey, fool, she got like a free facelift right there. Look at her. What's cracking? I'm going to get that stretch.
See, that's the one thing I didn't like about mine.
No?
The skin gets all like that. The guy's wearing a helmet. He doesn't have that.
because he
issue.
didn't want to get throw up in his face.
Oh, look at her. Good for her.
Yeah, dude.
I'll never do that shit,
That
fool.
part actually hurts.
You'll be completely safe.
because the harness actually
Yeah,
It catches
jerks
really
you up a
hard,
little bit.
and it jerks up on your legs.
Ooh,
and you're
tell me
like,
more.
Hey, but if Dorothy
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
it,
yeah,
I think
wait.
we can all do it. Emo
Look
Brown
at
needs to
her.
do a field trip.
Boom.
Hey,
she
we should
did it.
do an emo brown sky jump. Let's
You're
go.
crazy, fool. You can do it, dog.
Come on.
So in honor of Dorothy and being 104, able to
Hey, wait,
fucking
rewind it, dog.
skydive.
Rewind it real quick to the last part. She looked like she was on
Don't
a
say
sick
something
one.
freaky.
No, she looked like she was on a sick one, bro. She looked like she was on an edible or something. Look, right after she landed, I want you to freeze frame it. Wait, and stop.
She's AI, dude.
What's up,
It's not
fool?
real.
Look at it. She's like, God
She's
damn
an
it.
AI.
She says, I'm 104. I don't give a
She's
shit
either an
about
AI or an
nothing, bro.
Anunnaki.
So if she's 104, she was born in 1924.
1924?
She saw Prohibition begin and end. She saw.
First, your math is way off.
Wow.
Okay, she was.
What year is it?
She was born like in 1919, fool.
1919?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, fool.
me do the math.
104 plus 1919 is 2023.
Am I off? Thank you, Hilltop.
You're very off, my friend.
I graduated with
Wait, you were
3.8.
you were a Lancer?
No, I'm a Bonita Vista Baron, perro.
I graduated from Bonita.
That's right. We allow it every
Ew.
now and then. We have riffraff into our school.
Gross. Anyway, so she saw Prohibition. She still saw it.
She saw no planes.
More than that. Yeah, no, she saw the beginning of planes.
She probably donated to the Kickstarter for the Wright brothers.
She saw the Great Depression.
Go
She
ahead.
saw Kennedy. She
There
saw
it is.
two humongous wars. She
Yeah,
saw World
about
War
this,
II and
though.
Vietnam.
Dude, she saw our country get attacked twice with Pearl Harbor and 9/11. Fool.
Yes, she did.
What's cracking?
And she
go ahead.
got to experience FaceTime. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about how
Fuck.
And now she's dealing with technology.
Think about this, bro.
Yeah,
she
but
knew
you know
about
why?
AOL group
Think
chats.
about how outlandish that was when the iPhone first came out. Eventually, you're going to be able to see somebody and talk to them.
Yeah.
We were all like, what? And now it's like nothing. We're
Yeah.
like, hey,
Zero.
what's up?
Yeah, she came from the
that's
era
true.
where it was like, you just send letters.
She went from dial-up to fucking
Letters.
fiber, dog. Just like she went from and then went bing.
And she's still out there jumping out of planes, which is, I wanted to end on a motivational
Look
note.
at my
You can do
abuelita.
it too.
My abuelita turns 96 on Friday.
Where did it jump out of plane?
Oh shit! Is this Friday the 13th?
No, this is Monday.
It's a Friday the 13th, though,
This is
right?
Friday the 13th month,
Okay,
yeah.
my abuelita, feliz cumpleaños, abuelita, le quiero un chingo. She turns 96 this Friday. That's right, Cena. That's right. She's gonna turn 96 this year. Crazy. She will never jump out of a fucking plane because she's Mexican, and we have all of our wits among us, bro. We're never gonna I bungee jumped one time. That was
Bungee jumping
ridiculous.
is terrifying.
Was it?
I did it at the Del Mar Fair. You're only over the pad once.
No, fool, I'm never gonna do that shit, dog.
Well, the earth is your pad when you skydive, but when you bungee jump, like think about it, like your pad is here and you jump, you go bink, and then this rubber band just snaps you back up, and then all of a sudden you're over a corn dog stand, and you're over like a stage, and then like a Chevy
Yeah.
stand, and then like
I did that
People walking.
Magic Mountain one where you get harnessed up, and it's you and two homies.
and they swing you.
Yeah, you're you and two homies, and then you got to pull it, right? You got to pull the cord, and that's what's
Pull
going
it.
to ultimate. Sácalo. And then you
Give
got
him a mark.
Ultimately, yeah, give him a mark, dog. He's fucking canceled. And then ultimately, somebody in the crew that's floating pulls the cord.
Yeah.
All right. So it was three of us, and we were on there. It's like, I'm gonna fucking pulling it, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking pull it. And when the last guy said, I'm not gonna pull it, I just yanked it, dog. Sass. And when everyone's like, yeah, you can't even scream because you're out of breath, you're
The
out of
air's just
air,
in you, yeah.
and your air's in your face, bro. I felt alive. But then I was like, I'm
very
never
first
doing,
time?
yeah. Ooh. And I can't deny you.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting deep.
Damn, well, that wasn't the 15-minute BJ, was it?
That was. It was like a 3-minute
a lady skydiving?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck. All right, Marquitos, thank you for coming
We had
in,
a
bro.
video.
Hey, thanks
what
for
else?
having me.
What do you have for me, dog? Give me some wrap up shit. Let's put it all in a little fucking bowl. Let's wrap it up nice and tidy. What's coming up with P.O.D?
Okay.
When are we releasing the next album? When is this beer coming out? How are we gonna make DJ Marquitos a thing for EDM? It's deep house, bro. At the fucking Elwood. All of these things.
Well, we do. P.O.D. has a new record coming out spring of 2024. We don't have an actual date
Wait,
yet.
2024?
Yeah, so
That's a long way
we're
away.
actually dropping songs out to the public all the way up until the release date.
That's the move.
Yeah, that nowadays.
Nowadays, that's the move. One at a time.
And
Keep
there's
it
so
active.
many different types of singles. Back then, it used to just be traditional radio. Now it's streaming. Now it's YouTube
Playlists.
playlists. And then you still have a song you got to go to regular radio with. There's satellite radio, which is a whole nother thing. Yeah, so we're doing that. The first song came out, dropped. We got a couple more songs coming out before
Look at this
the record
production
came
value.
out.
Hey, why does P.O.D. look all serious now? Fool's like, ooh, I'm gonna fuck you up. Ooh, 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 yeah,
Because
that's
they're
right.
singing with the dude from Lamb of God.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro.
Hey, Sonny's a
Hard,
hey,
dude.
Sonny's a G fool. Sonny's a straight up G dog.
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to hang out with both of you. You guys are both straight up G's. Like you guys are like from the hood, and you kept that shit with you the whole time. You never like sidelined your upbringing, your personalities, what brought you into
That's
this.
impossible to do for us.
You didn't turn into Marcos.
That's what I'm saying.
Marcos.
Hey, Marcos.
No, but thank you, man. We're really proud of the record's called Veritas.
Veritas, truth.
It's the old Latin dialect for truth, like you said, and it had a lot to do with our personal truth internally as a band and individually, collectively and individually, with a lot of personal stuff we went through, but also through the pandemic, kind of questioning like, you know, we weren't essential. We were last on the list as entertainers.
Musicians and entertainers.
And we were like, dang, how are we going to survive? Like, if they don't allow us to go back to work and play in front of people and entertain people, then what are we going to do? Shit, I'm going to have to hit you up and go to UPS.
Go ahead. You're not down, fool.
I would totally be down.
You're not down,
Let's
dog.
do it.
Let's go.
Early.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way there.
Bro, but you're a rock star.
You showed up
dog.
late here for 11 o'clock.
If the pandemic would have kept going, what am I going to do?
You're a fucking rock star for 30 years.
After so many years, you keep putting money out. You have baby mamas. You got child support.
I got none of that.
Taxes. I was like sitting there going,
nothing about
that. So I sat there and said, you know what? If this keeps going, I'm going to have to go work a real job.
Dog.
And have you guys seen that surfing documentary, Taylor Steele?
Oh, which ones? The OG ones?
Something
Where Pivot
Generation?
and Pennywise came out or what?
It's called Something Generation. It just came out.
Okay, no.
It talks about all the surfers, like the big names. And there was
Kelly
one
Slater.
Yeah, and it has one surfer there who is like, dude, I've been surfing my whole life professionally. Now I got to go get a job. So it actually shows him working with a tie in a business office. And all the surfers had to come together. Rob Machado, we got to get him out.
What do you attribute that to, though?
Well, no, the thing is when Kelly Slater's making all the loot up
Oh, for
top.
sure.
And then it's like the golf tournament. The lower down you go, the less money you make, right?
Yeah.
So we're in the service industry, whether you like to see it or not. Nobody buys freaking records anymore. Streaming, they pay you pennies on the dollar. So when the pandemic hit, we were killing it. Circles came out. We were touring Europe. We were like going to take 3-4 months off. We had the luxury of chilling. And when it hit, we're like, oh, it'll probably be over in a month. 2-3 years later, we're sitting there and we're like, programs, oh, you made too much last year. You don't qualify for these programs. But I'm not making nothing right now. Mm-hmm. So you just had to shell out a ton of money. So after a while, we were kind of sitting there like, dang, dude, am I going to have to go get a job? You know what I mean? And that was kind of a scary thing. So we just started writing music. So I started DJing.
DJ Marquitos.
Yeah, DJ Marquitos. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
But anyhow. But on a serious tip, you start to question like everything, your existence of, man, what am I going to do? I've been playing professional music since 97. Like I got a record deal. I didn't have to work a job anymore. Think about it. How many years is that now? 97?
20.
According to my math, that's like 50 years.
27 years.
It's 27 years of not having a 9-to-5. And then all of a sudden, something like the pandemic hits, and you're like, shit, I can't do what I used to doing, you know? And then after having kids and divorces and everything, you're like, money ain't the same, you know? And money, you can put out, but it ain't coming in like that. So then you're like, something's got to give. I got to do something. Luckily, things started picking up again. We started touring, and we're blessed to be here. That's why we don't take it for granted. So we wrote a record about it called Betty.
I can't take it for granted.
Yeah, but we wrote our song. Can you do that again?
I can't take it for granted.
That's Michael Jackson.
What's cracking, dog?
I love it, dude.
He will never be.
Full inspirational forever, dog. Your guys' band is the
But
soundtrack
Veritas
of
is about that.
It's a soundtrack to everybody in the San Diego region. You guys are fucking San Diego. You guys, more specifically, more demographically speaking, you are South San Diego.
Yes.
You are South Bay. You are the blood that runs through the veins of all of South San Diego.
We are.
And look at you.
I will take some credit for that because we've embraced it and we've taken it worldwide, whether we're playing in Russia, whether we were playing in Singapore. It's so funny to see people from other cultures that never been to San Diego rocking SD hats, they were rocking all the different like Charger jerseys and all that stuff. And I'm sitting there going,
and shit.
Tribal. And we're sitting there going, damn, if we got a penny for everything like this, these people are wearing this stuff because we're representing that and bringing it to the world, dude. We laugh about that. We're like, This guy doesn't speak a lick of English, and he's rocking a tribal hat and a Padre jersey.
Do you feel like you missed an opportunity not wearing like something zany? Like, I wear a chicken hat. No, these fucking people wear chicken hats now.
Barry, why you? We're over
it
here
would have been
fucking,
tacos
you
el
know?
gordo. Dude,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
right
This
there.
podcast is getting a little deep. I had to bring it back to the shallow end. My
Fucking
bad.
Barry, dog.
Angel's got to listen to something.
Hey, did you ever think about wearing like a zany hat? What the fuck?
Okay, back on track. So here's the thing.
Here it is. Give it to me now.
We're dropping the new album. We're
spring.
going to start touring next year.
Oof, I'm down.
Right now, we're just doing spot dates. We did a couple one-offs. We did San Bernardino, the Yamava Casino. It's kind of like a Saquon. It was sold out. Really awesome energy. The people that showed up. It's mainly for the Inland Empire. So
the IE.
The IE showed up. They brought it. Then we drove.
Roseanne.
And we went to Utah. And we played a Hurricane Utah, which was a trail hero festival. And it was all people that are on the dunes, dune buggying, and like it was like a festival for that type of. It's like if we threw a festival out in Glamis.
Go ahead.
The brap community.
Yeah, and so there was a lake, people were swimming, and dude, it was so sick. That was a fun show. And then I got home Sunday morning, and here I am.
Here you are.
And
look at you.
We're gonna continue to do. We got a show in El Paso next weekend.
What motivates you, fool, to get up and go and do these things? Because you obviously got to fucking fly out, or are you driving to El Paso? Fuck, I hope not.
What motivates me is that I don't have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, so you got to hustle. You got to
So
get
it's
it.
like, dude, it's either sitting and doing 9 to 5 or being a business owner, which technically P.O.D. is a business.
Indeed,
So,
it is.
I just love to go, hey, I'm jumping on a plane.
Look at you, fool.
It's fun. You
love being seen at the airport. Something tells me you're about that life.
Nah.
Nah?
I keep it low-key at the airport, listen to music.
With a big old bright yellow jacket that says P.O.D. member or some shit, dog. No, that ain't you? All right, cool. That's good.
You want to hear a funny story, though?
Always.
Mainly with Anglo-Americans.
White people?
That, too.
Mayonnaise.
I don't care where I'm at, but I always get. Has anyone ever told you? And it's because I'm Latino. I've been called not every, but the bigger Latino artist out there by Anglo white people.
George Lopez.
Not that guy.
I say way.
We know
But
that
the glasses,
Poncherello.
the little mustache. No, I've gotten. You know what I've gotten? I've gotten freaking Pitbull all the time.
Mr. Worldwide? Mr. 818?
All the time, dude. And
That's
I
the
sit there,
glasses.
and the glasses, the mustache, whatever. And I go, dude, really? And,
Are you a famous reggaeton singer?
No,
Dale!
but no, I've gotten Daddy Yankee.
Dale más
And I sit there and I go
gasolina.
like this, and I go, you know what's funny, man? It's just because I'm Latino.
One, you're racist.
I go, I'm Latino and I have my own style, but they're definitely that's their interpretation of what they think of me. And these are people that are like, I hope you don't take it. No, I'll take it, whatever.
You remind me of the main character of the movie Coco, the bad guy. How about that?
Oh, he was dope.
What was that fool's name, Angel?
Oh, Trevor.
Fuck, dog. This is when I forget all
El
these things.
Cortez or something.
No,
like that.
fool.
Ernesto de la Cruz.
Ernesto de la Cruz. Yeah, fool. There you are. Look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ernesto de la Cruz.
That's got to be a Halloween costume, dude.
I didn't steal nobody's music, though.
Oh,
That's true.
God, look at you. There you are. Look at, ladies and gentlemen, Ernesto de la Cruz. There you go.
That's who I should be for Halloween.
Sometimes I'm on the road and people tell me that I look like a Daddy Yankee.
That's it.
There you
That's
are,
it.
bro, right there.
It is.
That's my guy.
Damn.
Marquitos, big fan. You know that.
Thank you.
I don't got to tell you. This is like your fourth fucking time on the podcast,
You know,
bro.
I love you guys. That's
We
why
love you, bro.
When you invite me, it's an honor, man, because you're representing the culture, the city, the people from this area, and I think a lot of people worldwide that are tuning in for you, they relate with what you're talking about. They understand your humor. Thank you for having me, dude. I think it's an honor, and I would love to come back whenever you need me, man.
Calm down. You think I'm funny? You think I'm funny? You think I'm humorous?
Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
Marquitos, real talk, homie. I enjoy our breakfast. I enjoy our talks.
Stop.
I enjoy.
I did a heartfelt thing.
And then you get Steve.
And then
you get Steve.
I keeps it real, perro. I'm a big fan. I'm a big friend. You know, I got your back through thick and thin, whatever it is. And good luck moving forward with the tours that are going to be to support this album. You're getting up there in age. If you need somebody to fucking, just pick up behind you, I'm down, dog. I'm just down to go on the road and see what happens. Be like, Akira,
You promise?
I'm in, dog. My
guys heard
wifey
it. You
already
guys heard it
signed
here
my permission
first.
slip. My wifey signed my permission slip. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do this year? I'm going to help Marquitos.
The cool thing
guitar
is,
tech.
with this band, we've been there. We've been blessed to do it for such a long time. we basically went from being young little punk kids from the neighborhood, started in a garage in Del Sol, and we ended up growing into men, and now gentlemen. Like, and we're and we're still doing it.
Yeah.
So we don't take that for granted because like we're on an interview. And I said, dude, I didn't think we were gonna be here. You know, you get to start a band, you think, it'll probably last for this long. Dude, we're going on 30-something years.
That's fucking bananas, bro.
We're like up there as a band, and we see all these kids coming up, and that makes you feel really old. But now you just embrace it. They're like, dude, I grew up to you guys.
Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't bother. That was one thing I told Dave Navarro.
Go ahead. Who? I'm sorry.
And he didn't like
Carmen Electra's husband?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
No?
He got kind of, and I was like,
Hey,
dude,
that fool
that's the
sold his
truth.
soul.
I'm all, dude, this is the truth. You know? What was it? Noel Gallagher from Oasis.
Okay.
That's his favorite.
Oh, here we go. I knew we were going to talk some shit. Go ahead.
I went
fucker.
to that.
Yeah, I know,
the
I saw him.
Bluefoot.
Go ahead.
I was there when he showed up. I was at the Man City game.
What'd you tell him?
Nothing. We were gonna get a photo, but they treated that guy like Beatle, dude. You couldn't even get close to him.
I feel like he is a beautiful.
Like, but everybody was just. I was like, dude, his security guard knew who it was, P.O.D. and all. He's like, dude, we'll get a picture. It didn't even happen because as soon as the game ended, he got mobbed so hard. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna say, hey, give me a picture, bro. I was like, dude, let him go.
Is that a level you'd ever want to reach? Like being mobbed like that all the time?
Well, for our
everywhere?
band, surprisingly, Mexico, South,
Brazil. fool.
Europe, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and Mexico. It's Beatlemania for P.O.D.
Yeah.
Like we show up to the airport and we're like, how do they know we're here? It's like Taylor Swift signs. Sony.
Yeah.
You know,
Neta.
How do you interpret that though? Like personally,
Take it
like,
off,
is
take
that
it
is that a little
off.
much, or like you
nah,
like
dude.
embrace
You know
it?
what, dude? You have to embrace it because they gave you the life. They give you the life that you live.
You're there because of the love and passion that they show for your band and what you've done.
Exactly. And anyone who hates on that, I'm like, you're a fool, dude.
Yeah.
There's a way to like, you know, and I get it. Some people aren't meant for that. They want to just play music and be musicians.
Yeah.
I saw it firsthand when it was just us and the Chili Peppers, 2003, 100,000 people at Stadio Azteca. One of the biggest shows we ever done. Amazing moment. I was hanging out with Flea. We were vibing.
Was he naked?
No, we were just before the
He had
show.
a sock.
We were vibing. We were vibing about Fugazi.
Oof.
And he was talking about how much he loved Fugazi because I saw a sticker on, dude, I love Fugazi, blah, blah. And we were vibing, and then some fans had snuck in somehow. And they were like, Flea, Marcos. And so I was like being nice. He was over it. He goes, I don't know how you can deal with this shit. I got to bounce. And he took off and ran off. And I sat there and signed people's stuff. But I understand. He just wants a little peace. He's trying to have a conversation with somebody. That's the thing. A lot of people they don't have tact. So they automatically assume, like, if you're eating or if you see one of your idols freaking having dinner with their family or they're doing something that it's just common sense. Like, hey, can I get it's like, I know it sucks. That's part of the thing, but they're still human beings. You know what I mean? So when I see Steve at the brewery and I'm
Go
like,
ahead.
dude, 3 Punks Elf?
Fucking guy. I allow it. You know what am I going to do? What am I
Are
going to do?
you Mr. 3 Punks?
Yes, I
Elf?
am, sir. Yes. Would you like a free beer?
Let me introduce you to Flea.
Oh, man. You should have told Philly.
Thanks, glasses.
You should have told it.
Thanks, glasses.
You should have told
I
Philly.
don't drink beer that much, but I'll take a seltzer. Come on.
I am a patient man. I wait.
I wait.
See what happens, dog? That's what happens when you know Fugazi and all of these things, bro.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, el compa Marcos Curiel from the band Payable on Death, a.k.a. P.O.D. All right.